Dun, da, da, dun. Yeah, da, 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 da. All right, we are live
And we are here.
and in costume, sort of vaguely.
Well, I am.
Larry's in costume, sort
I'm
of.
ready for the holiday.
She's happy holidays.
Right on time.
It
Yes,
is
yes. You're back
Halloween.
from the Cincy Expo.
Well, welcome back.
Sorry.
How was the expo?
Yeah, sorry I missed the start of Shadows 2 weeks ago. Unexpected family gathering. Well, you know, these things happen. It was fine. It worked out well.
Yeah, how dare your family gather?
Yeah. So
Some of us would say that's a good thing.
we are back from the Portland Expo.
Portland Retro Gaming Expo,
And
where we were treated like stars. It was kind of fun
yes,
because
amazing. Yes.
when we worked for Sierra, we were sort of treated like second-class citizens. I would have said third, but then we discovered from Mark Crow and Scott Murphy that they felt like they were the third-class citizens and we were second class. So
You got to chat with JRD. Wow.
ask him a bit about Shadows for Jason's book.
Well, great. We saw.
We have no contact with JRD.
We had seen Jason. We got to see him at the convention. Happy early Halloween. Well, all October is Halloween for us. Is this the Filking stream? Well, sometimes. We also, do filks.
We used to.
No, we used to, yes.
We still sing him sometimes.
Yeah. We've got some for the season, but.
So for my son, when he was a baby and we needed him to get to sleep, we would sing him Julia Eckler's The Temper of Revenge.
Yes. Yes. We would sing him many very...
Which is a... look it up.
Yeah. Okay, so at any rate, welcome back to this live stream. I hope you've all having a wonderful October. I hope you're having the spooky season to the spookiness of your heart's delight.
Now I can excuse game reviews with the person. Yes, it's good to see you.
Great. Yes, it is. It was fun, and I hope you had a great gaming convention too.
Yeah, I mean, there were lots of great musical talents there, including Al Lowe, who...
well, we've got pictures. We'll
have
show
pictures.
the whole thing. Yes.
But Al Lowe is best known for Leisure Suit Larry, but what's little known is, or should be well known, but only among real fans, is that he was a school music teacher before getting into game development, and that he composed all the music for Leisure Suit Larry.
Yep.
And for other games.
So he was on the music panel, rightfully. Yeah. So what we did was we got invited to this. It used to be mostly video games.
Yeah, it was like arcade
games and that. That's why it's the Retro Gaming Expo.
And then they expanded it to include console games like Nintendo and maybe PlayStation, but PlayStation came later.
But
it was
thanks
still retro
to
enough.
our dear friend Roberta Vaughn, who is now departed this year, she brought in the Adventure Gaming Group to it. And so therefore there's been there's always been
computer games.
And computer games. So there's been a strong contingency of Sierra players and retro game players. And she did pass this year, but she was planning on having a
full motion video, the FMV zone at the convention. So when we were working back in the 90s, full motion video was like...
sound very low, he says.
Oh,
yeah, I can see that the thing is a little on the low side. It's
okay, let me pull that up.
Uh-huh.
How about that? Is that good enough, or do you need a little more?
That's probably good.
How about right there?
Yeah. PlayStation turned 30 at the end of last year. It's definitely retro. Yeah,
need to make sure this is actually on, and we are going through that mic.
Yes, okay, fine.
Okay, good. Where were we? We were on full motion video.
Yes.
So it was the great white hope of the mid-90s that was going to be the new adventure game.
We wanted mass market.
Well, and we wanted to beat Hollywood at their own game. We were going to have Hollywood quality video in all the games. And people sort of forgot that Hollywood movies are very expensive to make and that video games are very budget sensitive. And they also discovered that the technology wasn't quite there. So the early FMV games were pretty chunky, and the direction quality was not up. They were not professional film directors doing it.
But Roberta Vaughn had a collection of these to show at this particular convention, and thanks to all her dearest friends and people like Al Eufrazio, the artist that worked with us, and
especially Alex and Daniel Greenberg,
who worked with us and brought us to MagFest this year, they put on an entire exhibit, and I mean an exhibit for full motion video games, including all the history of what went on for them and up to the point where they were the reason why games had to be got the rating system in, because people found those full motion video games were subversive and scary and not for children.
Well, of course, Phantasmagoria later on was one of those, and so that was clearly was their attempt at least an R-rated computer game.
Yeah. So we will show you some of the things from that.
Yeah. So the stereotype is that essentially, all games were for kids, and like 10-year-olds. And,
yes, and
the idea that games might be for older kids and adults, and maybe it was okay to have mature content took a while to. Let's see if this works. Yes,
that works fine.
Okay, so here is a poster of Roberta.
And everybody got to sign it.
Everyone signed it and wrote a few words.
So yes, this was her memorial. So yeah.
Lori and I are on there somewhere.
Yeah, you can go on. I think you can just, there's a click. Maybe you can go to the next one.
Okay.
This was the... I forget what movie that was, but there's Chris Carter's chair when he was directing X-Files.
X-Files, yep.
And
X-Files was running around the late period at Sierra, and
yes,
you got to watch this.
EGA Irana's piece in the background. It was art from our game in Irana's.
Oh, in the Roberta one.
Yes.
Beep,
Woo!
beep. Yep.
Darzik made it.
That looks better than EGA. That looks like VGA to me.
I think it's just it's a new painting of it. Yes. Darcy, had a chance to meet you at the gaming last weekend. So nice talking to you.
Yes,
welcome.
You too.
Joining
Thanks
us.
for coming to the stream.
Yes, you could correct us if we say anything that wasn't quite correct. But they made this wonderful archway from, I don't remember which game. And of course that...
it looks like Phantasmagoria from the...
The picture
80s.
is not actually...
the picture in the background.
That picture in the background, it turns out, isn't from any real game, but it's similar to the game because Al Eufrazio, who was doing the banners and things, didn't want to get in trouble with, things.
And considering it took about 2 years for Jason Michael to get permission to use Quest for Glory screenshots in his book Questing for Glory that he's been writing with me, and that we out sometime late next year. That was easier just to get a generic, old building that looked sort of like it might be haunted.
So yes, the banners and things, like the banner in the previous one, were put together by Al Eufrazio, and these were all put up by Alex. Really was doing these things, and so it had a video screen in the middle to give you the history and all these collectible things. There's a really,
that video was running continually.
Video was running. You could even listen to it, but you couldn't quite hear them anyway.
So this was off in a separate room in the convention center. So possibly many of the attendees never even knew this existed.
Never saw this, which was a fantastic thing. Yes, there is the head. The head of Doom, the monster from Doom, that they filmed all these, they made this incredible model. It's latex and other stuff, and it just looks...
Ended up not being used.
And it didn't get used because they came to the programmer 3 months before it was shipping and saying, "Hey, we got all the full motion video stuff done," and she said, "No way."
Yep.
Because it will mean that we do not ship this year if we have to put that in. So therefore, it didn't actually get in it. But this is a relic from that.
You
hit many Hollywood titles.
Let's see, did I skip one?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
There
All
we
right.
go. From there,
back to
we
the right.
go to the wacky
Wild
ones.
and wacky ones. So Doom, Freak Show, Bad Mojo.
Yeah, all
The
look at
Day the World Broke. I don't remember that one. I've never heard of
know.
that. Fractal Ecstasy.
Yeah.
So Fractals, LucasArts used fractal graphics for Rescue on Fractalus.
Okay.
One of their early games, the mid to late 80s, that worked really well and that basically allowed them to have far more 3D-ish graphics than they could possibly have done with the technology at the time. It's like on a Commodore 64 or something, and Atari 800 maybe.
Here are the Hollywood ones, and bringing in the real actors. So there's the X-Files full motion video game.
Prophecy.
And Frankenstein over there. And all of these have quotes from Roberta. So you get to hear what she wanted to say about these things all through it. So wonderful tribute to her. And then we have the
Who's that?
requisite, they were these things all over the place so that you could take your selfies and let everybody know where you were. And of course, if you were the type
Wearing my raincoat acquired on Amazon.
Yes, if you were the type to actually post during the convention, you had plenty of places to post from that were very funny backgrounds. I love the Clickbee one. And in fact, somewhere there is.
Real cool.
Yeah. So here is the panel on...
Ken.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes. Where's the combat background for shadows? Yeah. We'll have to get Al to do that next year.
Okay, so here we have Neil Grandstaff in the LA Dodgers cap. The LA Dodgers are currently 1-1 in the World Series.
And Neil, give the intro for Neil.
Oh, Neil, who was a composer in the mid-90s at Sierra and worked on King's Quest, I think, 5 and 6, something like that, or 6, 7, and 8. And some other stuff.
Yes. We have next to him.
Oh, go back to the anniversary shirt.
Okay. Well, were you wearing the anniversary
Apparently.
shirt? Oh, okay, fine. No, not
Nope,
this one.
not there. Oh, it is actually under. I'm wearing the red anniversary shirt under a beige flannel shirt under a raincoat. We're in Oregon, after all.
Yes. Pepper's Adventures in Time. Good for, it's always good to have all the information. Yes, we do have those shirts still.
We have a very small number of them out in the garage. I would have to see what our current inventory is. We have been intending for about 5 years to put them up on our website for sale, and just never got that done.
Yeah, but we do have some.
Yeah. The problem is that we don't really want to be in the retail merchant business, but on the other hand, it would be nice. Yeah, the shipping business.
Yeah. It will
shipping
be more
is up through the stratosphere.
To ship it than it will be to buy the
t-shirt.
shirt.
Yep.
So keep that in mind.
Okay, then we have George Alistair Sanger, a.k.a. the Fat Man, who worked with us on Shannara, but he also did a number of Legend games. And Legend. I'm sorry, LucasArts games.
LucasArts games.
Starts with an L,
Okay, fine. Yeah. We were the one that brought him to Legend, but I don't know that they worked with him again.
And we discovered he worked with Humongous Games on Putt Putt Goes to the Zoo.
Yes. And he did, yes.
Yes.
Early
Origin, yes, of course. Yeah,
so he was around from game forever. And we got him because he was a great promoter. He would go to all the computer gaming groups that we would go to. And he always was a wonderful, fun presence. So that's why we had hired him for Shannara.
So Bob Bates asked who we could get to do for our music, and we said, I wonder if the Fat Man's available. Or maybe they suggested, but I think I came up with it. No, he wasn't
on Quest. Yeah, Fat Man did not work on Sierra games because Sierra had its own in-house group. So then we go to Ken Allen.
Ken Allen, who worked on Space Quest. And
went on to be a producer. I believe he produced the full motion video Frankenstein games, if I remember correctly. Somebody can correct me on that. And then we have the star of all of the music.
So Neil apparently worked on Quest for Glory 3.
Neil.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what he did for Quest for Glory 3.
Yeah.
We had,
I'm sure he did music background because he plays a mean guitar.
Yeah, he's really good. And on Quest for Glory 2, of course, we had both Mark Siebert and Chris Brayman.
Yes.
Working on it. So, we often had multiple composers on a title.
This is the first time we've seen either Ken or Neil or Mark Siebert at a convention.
Wasn't Mark there at the one
No,
last
he
year?
wasn't, no.
Okay, so Mark Siebert is the second from the right. The big smile, I guess Ken has a big smile too.
Yes, he is really the star of the music department. He created...
Yeah, he's like the founder of the music department at Sierra. He worked with Stuart Goldstein, was the programmer and sound tech, and then Mark was the main, music director there.
Yes. So he is responsible for most of the things. Although I think they said the Sting. Who did the Sierra Sting? Was that Ken? They said that.
Sierra Sting. Oh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It wasn't Mark.
Okay.
It was one of these two. I think it was probably Ken
because
he was there. Yeah, I think they said Ken. Yeah. So, but here we have the hero's theme. And all these...
that was the Sierra one, I think.
And then we have the great Al Lowe. And yes, he did belong on this panel of musicians because he is one.
He plays mean saxophone, and there was an oversight that they didn't ask him to play.
Rugworks.
They didn't ask him to play sax with Error 47 for the Roberta concert, but yeah, he's excellent. He plays in a old guys retro jazz band.
Part of the thing that, let's see, there he is. There you get a good picture of Al and Ken and the Fat Man. And there we have
Josh Mandel.
He
was wearing a face mask for most of it, but lowered it around his neck.
Ryan Cheese is going to disappear.
Thanks for
showing
coming,
up.
Ryan.
Yes. There we have it. There we have the Josh Mandel. He was doing the for the concert. There was a memorial concert that had been on Kickstarter. It was funded by Kickstarter to play with
as a Roberta Vaughn
tribute, and he got to be the MC for the thing. And of course, Josh Mandel wrote to some of the lines of Road to Redemption. He worked on
Shanara. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you interacted with an object and got silly joke, trying to steal something, or trying to interact with any random object in the game, it was probably Josh wrote it.
Yes.
I did a few of them, but very few.
Mostly Josh.
And Lori did all the dialogue, but we decided to use the character's voice for internal dialogue when you clicked an object. So Josh was writing in Lori's style there.
Yep, and so that was his job. He worked on Shanara to do much the same type of things. Like if you click on a tree, message was probably written by him. And then he did Freddie Farkas. He did all sorts of other things. Hey, Joseph. We remember when he first joined Sierra, and he was part of the main writing group for Sierra.
And worked with Al Lowe on Leisure Suit Larry Reloaded, which burned both of them out and made them never want to do an adventure game again.
Yes, but fortunately we
talked Josh into coming back for Road to Redemption. And he supposedly was much happier about that.
So what else do we have here?
There's
the Fat Man performing.
Playing guitar.
Sanger is probably our age or better.
Yeah, he's likely in his 60s or early 70s, and as one of the guys in Error 47 said, he had more energy than any of the rest of us that were all half his age.
Yes, he was dynamic on stage. Absolutely dynamic. pleasure to watch as they, basically just rock the night down. This is Roberta's brother,
Ames
Ames.
Vaughn.
And so, yes, he was part of it.
And then
And there he gets to play.
They played his trumpet a little
trumpet.
bit, which he hadn't played in years, and Gamely came out and played it on one piece.
The Fat Man was really a joke. He's very thin, and he's
he's never been fat.
Yeah. Didn't you guys write all the dialogue for the trees in Leisure Suit Larry Reloaded? Sorry.
Are there any trees in Leisure
No,
Suit
if
Larry
anybody,
Reloaded?
no, that would definitely have been Josh Mandel.
If there were any trees, I'm not
Fat
sure
Man
there were
is
any.
yes, he is. All right, so that's
Is that
pretty.
the end of it?
That's the end of that. So we'll go back. I had more pictures. But
Oh,
I
there
thought
may
you'd
be
be
some
bored.
earlier. Yeah,
You'd be bored.
I started in the middle.
Back to the beginning.
Yeah. Okay,
There's
Dragon's
They
Lair.
had the arcade game
That
in
was
this room,
Yeah, that was the original full motion video arcade game.
and you could play it for free. And Corey got all the way to
Oh, I don't know. I made it
4
to the second
screens.
room once.
4 screens. So there we go. The best screen
Clippy!
of all. Clippy was
Our
definitely.
hero Clippy.
So definitely there were some fun things to see, and that was the retro gaming thing, more or less.
Was that nothing left?
Nothing left.
Oh, okay.
All right, webcam.
I tried to get pictures of Lori, and I actually did take a couple against her will, but she hates the way she photographs, so.
It seems to be rare to have married power couples It's rare to have married power couples anywhere. It's hard to work with your partner. I'll tell you that. It is not easy. Let's see. Dragon's Lair is very hard to play in the arcade because there are multiple ROM sets and dip switch settings. So it takes a while just to learn the machine.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Look, not everything retro needs to make a comeback. Clippy can stay dead. I'm fine with that. It's funny how Clippy has aged well. I wonder whether people will look back on Claude or like with love. They'll never even know who Claude was. Yeah.
The Petrea is even worse.
Yeah. So, yes. Let's see if we missed any lines.
Literally how Sarah started. Sarah started with Clippy?
Yeah, George is a born showman. He is really, and he looks great.
He looks great, and he's just full of energy. When they invited him to the Adventure Game Fanfare, and they told him that he had worked with us, he didn't have any memory of that, so he had to go back and say Shannara or Shannara.
But he actually did look it up.
And he did. He went into his records and he said, "Oh yeah, I directed the music team on that, and I contributed to these 2 pieces or whatever." But mostly his team did the music for it.
So yes, it was a very interesting convention. It was well worth going to. It was a blast, and the things I didn't get pictures from, because, one of the pictures is on Corey's phone, is the picture of we're walking down the halls of this, dealer's room / arcade machines everywhere, and in front of us is a llama. And
yes, I had those.
I mean, it looked like it's cosplay.
I might be able to find that.
You have it on pictures? Okay. I mean, it was like, that looks just like a llama. It was short. And so it was like, at first, like, is that cosplay? That's got to be cosplay. No. Honest to God, it was a llama. And it was an awesome llama. Oh, yeah, you do. Did you download all your pictures? That's Greece. I don't know. Is this in order? Yeah, I don't think you downloaded them. You'd have to use your phone. Ugh. So, at any rate, it is California weather here. I'm going to take off my jacket.
Wait, I got a picture of Lori here.
No, that's okay. That isn't. That's a picture of Lori. It looks like Lori, more or less, from Greece. With my camera, because that's what I do.
Yep.
Yeah. And it looks just like me, just old. Okay, that was good.
There we go. There is a picture of Lori in existence.
Yes. Okay. So, at any rate, back to webcam.
Back to webcam. Go ahead.
He's gonna. Right. So yes, they had a live llama. It was the No Drama Llama. It is it's lovable. It likes to be cuddled. So that was amazing. They had the Portland unicyclist run through the dealer's room. Oh, you're going to try and show it that way? No, doesn't work.
Too much glare.
Too much glare, but it was a lovely llama. The unicyclist went through the dealer's room, riding his unicycle, playing his
There we go.
playing his bagpipes while he was wearing his kilt. That was very funny. Yes, not to be confused with an awesome lame from Tibet. I see.
Here's the poster for him, Caesar, the No Drama Llama.
Ugh, the Unipiper. Yes, the Unipiper was there. Let's see. That would sounds like something that would happen in a Sierra game. Was it a mama llama? Ignore that. That's llama. It's just a silly clown. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was definitely a silly clown.
Where was this? Was this a mural?
Yeah, that's a mural.
Mural I found somewhere. It was cute.
Yeah, you don't bother to show your thing.
I saw it work.
And then, of course, we were on a panel.
I have to upload those.
Our panel had
Yeah,
Al
ours was the Sierra panel.
Ours was the Sierra panel.
So we had Al, we had Josh, I think we had Mark.
We had Mark, I think.
We had Metal Jesus.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, llamas are silly by default. They were our son's favorite animal, so therefore everything was llamas for a while.
we had someone from Dynamics, I thought.
Yeah, we did, but I don't remember who all was on that panel. I have a picture on my phone.
And as usual, I spoke way too much.
Yes,
But
it was a
Al,
great
Al
panel.
was very subdued, unlike
Yes,
him.
he was not as, effulsive or whatever it is that he usually is. It's all about capybaras now, I know. But capybaras might be the chillest creature there is, but they are not as fuzzy and soft as a llama.
Yes, the llama was wonderful. And that old guy brought his old llama to the convention.
No, he said it was
His
only
stuff
it
for-
was 12 years old, which he says they lived to about 25 to 30, so it was only a half
middle-aged llama.
middle-aged llama. Yes. What would you call a race of llama people in an adventure game? Ah, well.
The Llama Sioux. Oh,
Yeah, well, I know.
that's something else.
That's something entirely else.
Oh, wait,
Yes.
wait, here's a picture.
Well, yeah, but it isn't much of one. I mean, it doesn't show. I mean, that could be anywhere, Corey.
It could be anywhere, but it's on Crete.
Yeah, there you go. You get to see what Crete
This
is
was
like.
looking down from a hilltop church there.
You're gonna
can't,
show.
I
You
can't.
can't do this one, huh?
No.
Weird. So yeah,
Do we have any other good ones? Not
No.
really. The ancient olive tree.
yes. But that was from our, the next week ago that we went to.
Was this the temple of
That's-
Poseidon?
Is that a Poseidon or? Yeah, I think that's Poseidon. Poseidon had a great place to build his temple to. Yeah, it was right on the water.
Oh yes, I have multiple pictures of the sailboat near there.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a different angle on it. Oh, that's a video.
There, that exciting video. Yep. That's an
for-
accidental video.
Yeah, my phone. Well, it's not accidental. It's whenever I take a picture, the iPhone actually takes a video, and then it locks in on a frame from the video to deal with camera shake and stuff like that. How often do we go to gaming expos? Once or twice a year.
If we're invited.
Yeah, if we're
We
invited.
have to be invited, and we hadn't been invited for years, but Roberta
So
got
we
us
went to
to go.
MagFest in January.
Roberta got us to go to the big one, which
Yeah,
was
PAX
PAX
West.
West, which was just awesome because all of the Classic Gaming Guild group helped us have an actual booth there. And then this year we went to MagFest in January because Alex and Daniel invited us to be there, and they helped us man the stand there, and that was quite an incredible experience. And then we got invited to this one, the Portland Retro, thanks to, of course, Roberta again.
I think that's the world's oldest olive tree.
Yes, the oldest known. There is no
Okay.
middle to that olive tree. It is entirely hollow in the middle because really what it is, they don't know how old it is because all of it is grown around the center.
Yeah,
so it's
so the
very
core
interesting.
is gone.
But honestly, we've always had a great love of conventions and this thing. So we really enjoy going, and it was wonderful to be at the Portland one. And yes, Quest for Glory got a lot of questions from that main group, and it was clear that there were a lot of Quest for Glory fans at that panel. At any
So they're
rate,
talking about possibly next year having a specifically Quest for Glory panel.
and we'll see if that happens. The scientific name is Llama Glama. Okay, so the Glamans, yes. Now, alpaca are Vicuna pacos, so maybe a Vicuna licata. Okay.
Cunha.
I'm not sure what the llama would look like as a humanoid llama. You know, that neck has to be there or it's not a llama. So, hi, Mary. Welcome. Let's see. The reason why is that many gamers are so console focused, they never think about the PC titles unless somebody remind them. Yeah, well, there are people that came in the days of PC and the people that came in the days of the, the consoles, and so therefore ne'er the twain shall meet, except at these conventions now.
Yeah. Well, the arcade machines, it was a period of time before PCs.
Some Quest for Glory players are still alive. I hope
that was
so.
A while ago. Not very many. Not very many.
All are passing. If llamas start making little covers for furniture with their own wool, would that make them doily llamas? Yes.
That sounds right.
Yes. Definitely mostly neck. Same issue if you make a humanoid giraffe folk. Yeah, actually Disney did a pretty good job with
the llama at the convention is very huggable.
Well,
so it was mostly neck.
Yes, it was.
Disney did a good job.
Whatever that movie was that they did.
The Emperor's New Groove?
No. Well, that was just a llama. No, I meant the anthropomorphizing of all different kinds of animal things in Zootopia. So, yes, they had giraffes and things like that. So, yeah, I am not old, damn it. Yeah.
Nope, not even. Neither are we.
It's why the speedrunning community keeps recruiting. Well, yeah, it's quite an issue.
To replace the ones that have died off of old age,
yes.
Of course. Yikes.
PS1 is 30 years old last month. We're all old.
Well, Lori and I were over 30 before we made the first Quest for Glory, Hero's Quest.
So we get to be old.
That came out in 89. We started working on it at 88, but it came out in 89. So we were 33 years old already.
Yeah.
Which for the gaming industry is ancient.
We're collectibles! Yes!
Yes, that's right.
Collect a whole set, yeah.
Most game developers start at like age 20 or even younger.
Younger, yeah. And so therefore...
Lord British was in high school when he started making games.
We are definitely vintage. Most of us are vintage, unfortunately. But, it just gets fine like wine after all. I really love Quest for Glory because the large amount of world building that went into the relatively small area reminded me so much of Heroes Quest 1. Good. There was all of our games had a lot of world building into them, but yes, Quest for Glory we had the luxury of really getting to put all that into it,
and had multiple scenes in the town, which was nice.
Yeah,
that you could walk around and do things, just as in Heroes Quest.
The 90s were weird. Consoles definitely had the edge for a while. It all depends on where you came from again, yeah.
Well, I mean, to many people still, when they hear about gaming, they mean consoles. They mean the PlayStation and
that's why
home consoles.
You have to watch with retro gaming groups whether or not they're actually your people or them. Yeah, I'm still nostalgic for the old glory years of adventure games. Alas, I was still a poor student then, and now I'm an adult with a bit more disposable income. Now I have to explain to a lot of people what adventure games even are. Yes, indeed.
I've been reading recently that a tiny percentage of game players is responsible for most of the actual game purchases. That like 20 or 30% of players buy like 80 or 90% of all the games sold.
Game buying has certainly dropped in recent years, and that's very sad. because I still think games are, the board games picked up. So they are carrying some of the slack, and creating.
The article
communities.
did mention things like the Xbox Arcade, where you subscribe to it.
Oh, okay.
It could be one of the reasons.
Yes, it was parser-based Hero's Quest and Quest for Glory, 2 games that helped me get a grip on English, along with some of those Infocom games. Boy, wrestling with a Infocom game would have been interesting, too, because there's, that's all mostly text, so then you have no context visually, yes.
So back in the 70s, I bought massive numbers of paper role-playing games and scenarios. We had a closet in our room, shelves, so I developed into both the box stand book games, and that was kind of the equivalent of buying computer games. I've never played most of them, and today I have my
yes.
I have my Steam library.
It says play next. These are the games you love that you have
not
played.
No, I actually have played a few minutes at Thimbleweed Park, but maybe it wasn't on Steam. It's quite possible I own 2 copies of that one.
And we did play Indiana Jones back in the day when it was still
on the computer. Yeah, we didn't play it on Steam. Disco Elysium I've had recommended to me many times, and just have never gotten into it. And The Dig was an interesting experiment because it's sort of like an adventure game, but it's more action oriented. And that was a LucasArts game that I never got into.
And Der Lundworm says consoles in the 90s and early 2000s didn't have compatibility and hardware issues that were plaguing the PCs during that kind of awkward phase. Yes, it was rough trying to keep up with the Joneses, or at least with the computer technology during the 90s, which was just kept leaping and leaping and leaping.
Yeah, and even when I started out with PC, MS-DOS and CP/M, actually, I started with CP/M computers in the 70s. There were like 80 different, or maybe 100 different competing graphic standards. So the big one was the Hercules, which was high resolution but black and white only. And the Atari ST, when it came out, had 3 video modes that you had to buy a separate monitor for the black and white. The black and white gave you high resolution 640 by 480 or 400, I can't remember. I think it was 640 by 400. And then the color monitor, you could either do medium res, which gave you only 4 colors, but was 320 by 200, or you could do low res in 16 colors. There was 160 by 200, I think. Yes, you actually had to get a separate monitor, and of course people creating software had to support all of them. My big first job at Sierra was making the games run on the Atari ST, and we used a technique called dithering to take the 16 color graphics from the PC and make it look sort of like you had 16 colors on the 4-color monitor, and even made it look like you had color on the black and white monitor.
Cool.
So you had patterns of, denser if you wanted it, a darker color, and so on. And actually, really surprisingly worked. You could play Hero's Quest or King's Quest 4 on a black and white monitor and have it look good.
Mary says, considering all of the unplayed games on my to-do list in my Steam library, I can believe that, yes. And Lindworm says, I don't buy new games much anymore. I feel I have barely enough time to play the ones I already do, yes. And Roadworks says, I buy a lot, but only on special. The patience of old age has definitely influenced that behavior. And,
we do find on Steam and stuff that basically nobody buys our games most of the time. But they're generally on sale. If you total up all the days of it, it adds up to about a month every year. The games are on sale for anywhere from a third off to 2/3 off.
Always buy on sale because,
Yeah, everybody does.
Then you can buy more.
Yeah.
Just buy more games. It doesn't matter if you ever play them.
So I had at one point lowered the list price of Hero U to $20 because everybody said $35 or $30 was way too expensive. $35, I think. So I lowered it to $20 and discovered it didn't sell anymore. But when I raised it back up to 30, and then periodically put it on sale for 15, it sells much, much better than the $20 game did when I went on sale for 10.
Yeah.
So go figure.
Yeah. Kaylin Tardy says, I recently got into a games as art discussion. Do you consider yourself artists for your games? I believe our games are art.
Yes.
I believe they are a strong art form because I think by definition they must be, because you people are still here.
And of course, you have to use the expanded definition of art. As far as we're concerned, music can be art.
And movies can be
and
art.
Movies can be art.
Graphics and things like that. This is an art form, and since it made such an impact on your lives, it's meaningful art. So we have no problem saying that we created art.
So Lord of the Rings is a major film, so therefore people think of it as popular or whatever. But it's also, to me, it's an art film.
Yep. All right.
Beautiful New Zealand backgrounds and the choreographed combat scenes and so on. These things are art, and games certainly can be art.
Stu says, I miss the days when games came with physical things like the famous Adventurer's Correspondence School Manual. We tried to do that with our Kickstarter games, so our more recent ones all had something physical, but it's too expensive.
It's just expensive to ship them. And in fact, we owe people a lot of stuff still for the
we need to get on
summer
our
days.
covers and things like that.
Yeah.
We've got them all. We just have to find a printer and actually send a shipment.
And then spend thousands or tens of thousands of dollars mailing them. But we were strongly advised, like by Dave Gilbert, said, do not have any physical items in your Kickstarter.
He is a smart man.
He's a very smart man, yes.
We're just not smart. We don't do this.
Well, we had a number of goals we were trying to reach that we didn't think we could reach without physical goods. The problem is, if you reach it with physical goods, that means that a third of your budget is going to fulfillment.
But then again, it got us things that we really wanted too. So yeah. Brainiac says, people pay attention to the buying habits, have noticed the trend. It's the hardcore buyers still paying for computer video games. Casual market is either collapsed or just subscription/digital stuff. Yeah.
So this wizardry I have up on my screen, if we went back to the desktop.
Oops, sorry.
Desktop. Other one, that one. Desktop. That is the original Wizardry 1, Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord. The difference is this is a modern remake in 3D graphics. And it's much prettier than the original game, but it's a little harder to navigate and find your way around. But for the original game, I had, sheets and sheets of quad graph paper covered with maps of the games, which is tricky in Wizardry because they like to throw tricks at you like teleports and spinners and stuff like that, and all dark rooms to make it hard to map.
When we were back to the Portland gaming thing, we actually got to watch Daniel Greenberg do a playthrough of Myst. So we got to see what Myst was actually like, because we could not get through the first few sections of Myst, and it was horrible to try to play at that point.
Yeah, so in the pre-Sierra games, I made a desktop publishing system for the Atari ST that I called Style List, with starting and ending with ST. And it was all about style sheets and stuff, is what professional publishing uses. And I also wanted to port that to the PC, where I would have been competing straight up against Microsoft Word. And for that purpose, I bought a PC compatible, which is an AT&T 6300. Had an 8086 chip rather than the slower 8088 that was in the first PCs. But it was not up to date by the time Myst came out in like 93, something like that, 92 or 93. And we were able to start up Myst on it and get about 2 or 3 scenes in, and the game would just freeze up.
Not to mention, I don't like ambiguous try to click on everything on the screen to see what actually works.
Yeah, because there's no real indication of what to do. So we like to lead our players to some extent and have dialogue or text that kind of suggests that, oh, that's a really interesting thing over there that you should interact with, rather than have you try to guess that.
Right. And Balzar said, I have enough unconsumed games and books likely to last me until I die, so I'm very much looking forward to retirement. Yes, Mary Jess says Old Skies, that's next on my playlist. We played a walkthrough when it first came out here. And
yeah, we played through the first the scenarios.
Yeah, so it's a really interesting game. We also played, which we, will continue to show off desktop. We did play the Crimson Diamond, and we did play part of Rosewater. And
yes, we did the first chapter each of those.
I particularly loved Rosewater. And that live stream, if you want to try to find it on YouTube, was awesome because the creators, the two main creators, one of them was Francisco Gonzalez, who did the voice of Rodrigo in our game, Tilly's Tale, is the key designer and his co-designer for it. But Francisco did the artwork for Rosewater, and he did the cinematography and most of the directing. So that
this is true indie gaming.
Tour de force. So if you want to add any games to your collection, those 3 games should be it. Yes, because after all, you may not want to ever actually play it, but you do want to support our community of, independent gamers.
Anthem Week Park, of course, is Ron Gilbert,
if
who
you haven't
Secret
played
of Monkey
that
Island.
I don't know who you are. So yes.
We haven't played very much of it, so I don't know who we are. Return to Monkey Island, of course, is the other Ron Gilbert title that is pretty darn good. I've only played through the intro to it.
Did he do Return?
Yeah.
Okay.
Incredible story of an unlikely sequel returning to Monkey Island.
Okay.
Do you have 90 minutes to spare? If so, nope, we don't.
Okay, fine. All right, back to our live stream, our regular schedule talking to people. Yes.
Okay.
Roadworks,
I'm tired now.
Roadworks said just played through Pacific Drive, 7 out of 10. Definitely worthwhile if you like a semi-grindy open world games with storyline and driving. Well, that's a different.
I thought there was a Pacific something that was a war movie.
Well, I still haven't gotten to Julia's game, but that's the game I plan to start in the next year. It was very
the Crimson
interesting.
Diamond. It was very good.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of like Colonel's Bequest and Laura Bow type game, except without the deaths everywhere.
And I miss the cool physical items that used to come with games too. Yes. And Mary just says, but also I want to do another Hero U run without screwing up. It's just kind of difficult. Yes. Chicken Wriggles.
Chicken Riggies.
Yes, says Old Sky is very good. Watch and I's adventure games are mostly quite fun. Yes, and he gets good publicity.
And they all use Adventure Game Studio, which basically is made to look like old Sierra games of the early 90s variety. And
Brainiac says, from what I heard, The Dig is interesting considering it began as a film treatment Spielberg couldn't get to work, so LucasArts took it up as a game instead.
Okay, it's not quite the story I heard, but that's quite possible.
Yeah.
It was a troubled production, but it was designed to be sort of adventure game-like, but, with action elements, and you have, you got to do running and jumping and stuff like that.
One thing old games did so much better than the new games is game manuals. Some of those were so creative and immersive. Yes, and they took...
And we have them in Hero U Road Redemption, yes. And if we ever get around to printing the physical copies of Tilly's Tale...
Yes, right.
They will have a old-style game manual.
Right, and Mary just says, I love Dave's games. Even the End of Blackwell series punched me in the gut so hard.
Even if the... Yes.
Yeah, even if it... Yes, it was supposed to. Yes.
All right. Stu had Hercules card.
Yes. He played the AGI games.
With SimCGA.
Wow.
Okay.
So many feelings. Unavowed was excellent too. I love that game. And Linderverm says...
Ihr könnt ausgezeichnet Deutsch, LLL. I know outstanding German.
Yay! Well, next time we need somebody to do some real journeying here instead of...
Right, understand.
I understand, yes.
That's it, I think.
For me, it's not so much a patience thing as much as this game takes 60 hours to complete, and I want to actually get something done this year. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so you want to compose an hour's worth of music. You compose 1 minute during each hour of gameplay, and you got it.
Yes.
I mean, where's the problem?
Nathmir is on my watch list today. Yeah, right.
You can actually, what you do is you play the game with the sound off, and you create the your own soundtrack for it while you're listening to it.
And someone wanted to ask if there's any chance of Hero U2. Yes, when we get the $3 million donation.
Yeah, more like 5. Yeah.
I think we could make it for.
We could probably do it for 3.
I mean, yes, with our
But
current.
I figure by the time we get around to it, we'll need 5.
We'll know what we were doing at least. We will have people to work. And we will do it very slowly, so don't expect it. Yes, if an angel investor comes, it won't be anytime soon. So, to somebody without the legacy,
I mean, the only reason Hero U Road Redemption came out is we had an angel investor show up in January of the final year.
We have had angel investors, so it can happen.
It can happen.
It is not impossible. Roadwork says, to someone without the legacy attachment, I can see where $15 and $20 being a good price. Yeah. Though it's quite a long game, so value is offered. Yes, but when you're buying a game, you just don't know you're going to get the value for your money. Yeah, bingo. I think they were especially art in the early days, since you really had to perform sorcery with very limited technology and resources.
Well, that could be argued they were more technology than art because, I mean, there was an art to it, obviously. But in terms of being art, I think it has to really move the viewer.
Yes, sir.
It has to have some emotion to it, and preferably beauty, or poignancy.
It has to resonate with the player.
Yes.
That's the key. Art needs to make an emotional statement. Yes.
And it is true that you can make a painting that has no emotional resonance. And is it art? It's artistic. I don't know.
Artistic. Yeah, we'll go that route. Is it art? Well, I think if we just have to define what we feel art is, yes. And, yes, the manuals for Quest for Glory and Ultima were my favorite. Feelies. Yes, I read the manuals back when the games came with them. Yes, they used to be something. Then I'll consider you two some of my favorite artists. Yay!
Hey.
I remember the Physical Warlords.
We like what Michael Whalen.
Battle Cry 1 manual with pages and pages of charts and tables with statistics. Ugh. Yeah, I wouldn't get very far in that one. I remember reading the Master of Magic manual at school after school care because I wanted to go home and play. That thing was an encyclopedia. And I used to plead with Dave Gilbert to make some physical releases, but he was dead set against it. Well, yes, and he is.
And he's absolutely correct.
Because, it's a loss for.
I mean, he lived. I think he's moved into a house now, but he lived for the longest time in an apartment in New York City. And where do you store the pallets full of game boxes and tchotchkes and other physical goods? Yeah.
Honestly, we're at the point where we would rather send you something that you can print on your own, because almost everybody has a printer.
And we would love to empty out the rest of our garage shelves that are full of meeps and T-shirts and such.
Nowadays, it does make sense to not do physical, but that might be eventually change. I don't know. Prices go up, and most of those things were made in China. So prior to having all those
the tariffs
coming in, it was reasonable to get everything made in China and shipped here.
Our meeps that we sell for $35 were made in China, and in quantity 1,000 was the I think the minimum quantity we could do was 500, and they would have cost like $25 each. We made 1,000 for $10 each, but then they got shipped to one distributor that decided not to handle it, so we had to cover that shipping charge and the shipping charge back to us. That added $5 per unit, and every time we've moved, you have to move them and find storage space for them, and then postage within the U.S. Was like $5, and now it's closer to $10. And if we want to ship a meep to Australia or something, it's $40 or $50.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah.
So even though it weighs less than a pound, so we have to charge quite a bit for a meep, even though they didn't cost that much per unit to us.
Wizardry: The Proving Grounds. That game is so hard. No Felpers and Rawers in the original either.
Tilt-O-Wait!
Oh yeah, Tilt-O-Wait. We did all those spells. Yes, I've seen the Wizardry remake on Switch via local libraries of all things. Cool. I feel like my place just gets more and more junk. It's like not garbage, but it just grows, and I feel like one of those people on the hoarder programs. We know how that goes. We do. We have dehoarded our lives.
We dejunked ourselves quite a bit by having to move very suddenly from Ahwahnee down to Oceanside, and we gave away hundreds, probably thousands of books, and thousands of comics.
Yeah.
That belonged to our roommate, and
just all sorts
threw
of
away
stuff.
all sorts of stuff that
We gave away what we could, and everything, and most of our furniture was trashed. And, you know, it's...
And the problem, of course, is living 30 years in one place in a very humid environment. Occasionally, there's mold on a lot of the furniture, so it just had to be thrown away.
A marker of the millennial generation is they want to have physical media, often in a box in the attic, because you never know if the all-digital stuff might fail. Yes.
They're not wrong.
Yep, and you may never see it again, so who knows?
And of course, one of the questions is, if you've got a game on floppy disks, will you be able to play that game in 30 years? And the answer is maybe, because floppy disks do deteriorate over time. And
you really need it.
CDs deteriorate over time, but less so.
And hard drives die.
Hard drives die.
So, yeah. I will admit I'm one of those people who make wizardry parties consisting of one human and then as many exotic races as possible. One human? Why have it? One human? We had ours. Not only that, we would, each character had its own personality, so you had to find the right foods.
So we decided what foods that certain
that was
characters.
Particularly Dungeon Master we were doing that in, but yeah, we all had characters that we were yes.
We had a lizard man or something that would only eat dead monsters.
Yes, raw meat. Yes, that's because what's the point of fantasy if you can't have a tree person, a pixie, a cat man, and a hairy Wookiee, and a Valkyrie wailing on Ratman? Exactly. That's how we played these games. Yes, I purge, and this is that's chicken again. Chicken. I purge my physical purchases every 3 to 5 years, and I'm fortunate enough to own a house that could accommodate more expansionary purchasing patterns. You are disciplined, sir.
And the exception.
Yes, and the exception. Yes, that's me. I prefer physical media.
In both ways, owning a house and being able to actually get rid of stuff.
And yes, the right question. Have I touched this in 3 years? No? Then out it goes. That is correct behavior.
And unfortunately would apply to our boxes of meeps and t-shirts.
Yeah. And I graduated high school in 2000. Well, okay. Robrix Gaming says...
So you're about the age of our son.
Yes, more disciplined than me.
A little older than our son.
Same. The class of 2000. I don't think it's discipline. It's just really taking the time to pour over the things I love. There we go.
Love more.
You have the what was the queen of decluttering your life, Marie
Kondo.
Kondo. Yes, you have the Kondo thing.
The Kondo method.
Yes. Does this bring me joy? If not, it goes.
And she taught me things like if you put away a t-shirt, you don't crumple it up and toss it in a drawer. You carefully fold. There's a certain process to fold it so it will stay neat.
And thank it for its its use.
Cherish it.
Cherish your items. Yes. I still love the yearbook I got from Hero U. Good. I'm glad.
We have a box of those.
Yeah. One thing is Pacific Drive seems badly organized.
Optimized.
Yes.
On a 4080 Super at one stage, 144 hertz.
That sounds
now, of course, all Sierra games that we worked on in the late 80s, up to mid 90s, were targeted at 10 hertz.
Yeah.
They went at 10 frames per second.
Anna Yay, Anna! Great to see you. Hi there. She's on a ferry traveling home to Victoria right now.
Ah,
So yes, happy Halloween to you, and I hope you had a great time. I know you had a great time at the
and have a lovely ferry
convention,
ride.
yes.
We like riding on ferries.
That would be great too. Yeah. Angel investors, hey, did that recent Powerball with 1 million have any winners? Yes. Yeah, it's always
I
possible.
keep saying, well, we could
1
buy
billion. Oh, I said
1
1
billion.
million.
Yeah,
1
billion.
billion. That would work.
No, 1 million was in our day. It was a lot of money.
Yeah. 1 billion would work. Honestly.
Yeah, we could, they could give us, 5% of that and fund the game.
It's strange feeling things from AI music. Kind of wrong. I don't know. Huh. I can't deal with the AI music in Duolingo anymore.
We haven't used Duolingo. My son has used it a lot.
Yeah.
I kind of thought we should have learned some Greek before we went to Greece, and we didn't.
AI everything in Duolingo for that matter.
Huh.
I heard they've ruined it, huh?
Tisk.
And
Oh, good. I can boycott them now by.
yes, we said, yeah.
We're gonna
Cromwell
interview
says
this.
howdy, and Darzik Civ. Okay. Said, do you prefer the EGA version of Quest for Glory 1 or the VGA, the way to prefer the series? I was very young when they came out, so EGA was difficult for me at the time, so I'm very curious what you like the game to be.
Most fans prefer the version they played first.
Yes.
So if they started on EGA, they love it, and the point and click, they start on point and click, then they love that. Lori is a point and click VGA fan. First of all, because the graphics are prettier, and second, because the interface is more comfortable.
The whole theory of how we were designing games at that point was to make the interface invisible, so that you didn't have to think about what you were doing. You didn't have to fight the computer. So there, to me, the VGA was certainly the move that was the correct way to go. But it did make the puzzles easier. It did make, it blew away a lot of ways to design.
It took away some of the sense of mystery.
Yes.
Yeah. So one of the cool things in playing the original of Heroes Quest is that people say things, and then you can pull keywords out of that and say, ask about brigands, or ask about brigand leader, and fill out the information. Whereas if that's presented to you in a menu, it's like, oh, I guess I should ask about it. You don't have the sense of mastery and accomplishment of having come up with that.
So the EGA was a tougher game and much more fulfilling, but I think VGA is the right way to go with things.
Yep. It's prettier, it's easier to use.
Yeah, and easy to use means that you can have a smoother ride through the game for me. If anyone has any doubt that your games are art, they should play Shannara.
Or Shannara, depending on your choice.
That game stirred up a lot of emotions for me. Cool.
That was what it was intended to do, and we kind of felt like we gave short shrift to the critical scene, which I can't say out loud, but there was a very unusual scene we had in there that was designed to stir up emotions, but we felt like we should have done more with it.
We felt like it didn't play well. I mean, I thought like if we had the time, we could have refined that and made that more meaningful. But yes, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
But I think the entire game, I mean, I replayed it a couple years ago, a year or two ago, and, it's got some pretty cool stuff in there. And the dialogue is very well written, and the voicing on the dialogue, the voice acting is excellent.
I enjoyed doing voice acting. We had a great time because I got to be there. That's a meep. Somebody was commenting on the meeps. We don't have a green meep. We only have the blue meep. Yes.
And we also have, of course, Cedric the Owl up there.
Courtesy, one of the fans.
King's Quest. We had nothing to do with King's Quest, but
we're to give it to
we were supposed to give it to Richard, and then then I played bridge with Richard at a tournament a couple months ago and completely zoned out on it.
So maybe someday he'll bring it. We'll get to see him again.
It's especially expensive to send things to Australia because you actually have to send them forward in time.
That makes so much sense. That's what it is. You got to time travel.
So it is currently early Monday in Australia, whereas it's still Sunday afternoon here in California. So yes, it is the future. Back to the future.
Oh yeah, Sarah Kelly, yay! We got great pictures of you from the convention. So yeah,
And you were great. So loved your
your
singing.
voice
Yeah.
was excellent.
You
It
were
was great.
good.
So she was part of the
Error 47.
yes,
Yeah.
the tribute to Roberta Vaughn.
Ah.
Yes. I love my Meep and the original Hero U baseball cap too. I will never get rid of them. And yeah, we use them all the time. If you are a gamer, you are not a hoarder. You're just an adventure game protagonist with a large inventory.
That's right. So you learn from adventure games. You should pick up everything that isn't nailed down. And if it is nailed down, you better find a claw hammer or a crowbar.
Yep. I'll tell my wife that.
Because
yes.
you never know when you might need something.
Yeah. It's very true that the longer you live in one place, the more crap you accumulate. Moving is hell. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, we've moved about 5 or 6 times, and basically, so when we went out to Sarah, we took pretty much everything with us.
Yeah.
We had literally 40 large boxes full of books.
When we went, we were moving.
That was most of it,
to
actually.
Sierra, we had a 2-story house in the Bay Area, and then we moved, with our 1-year-old, 1-year-old baby.
Yeah.
To the wilds of Sierra.
In Oakhurst.
In Oakhurst.
And we rented a duplex for a while, and then...
And the duplex, and right next to the other half of the duplex was Josh Mandel.
Josh Mandel moved into the other half, yep. And then we eventually bought a house out in Ahwahnee, which is near Oakhurst.
Yeah. Even more remote.
And lived there, yes, even more remote, and lived there for 30 years.
Let's see. So we did that accumulating for a long time. Yes. And Roadworks had a whole drawer of floppies from the 90s, but they didn't load. That's sad. The well-made 3.5-inch floppies, like the ones from Sierra, are still holding up. The 5 1/4 are a bit hit and miss. I imagine those were hit and miss to begin.
So I went through the transition. I had my homebrew CPM machine, used 8-inch floppies.
Yes.
And then I got the AT&T 6300.
Oh, and you had the cassette for your pet. I mean, we went through.
Oh yeah, the Commodore Pet had the cassette.
Every medium.
Tenny 1000 used a cassette, I think, which I didn't have. And then we went to the 5 1/4-inch discs on the AT&T. And then I got the Atari ST, and Lori said, that better not use a different disc format. And sure enough, it was 3.5-inch hard shell discs.
Yep.
Diskettes.
All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Dungeon Master, Gothmog was my favorite.
Hey,
Yeah.
I remember Gothmog.
Gothmog wasn't
Who's in
even
the show?
that great, but I took
Oh,
him.
the character. Oh, right,
yes,
right.
yeah,
I remember him, yeah.
I took him every time and had to keep using the Cloak of Night. That stupid Fury sword would only do like 2 fireballs before it burnt out. Yeah, Gothmog wasn't that good, but it had a fierce look, and style trumps substance when you're a wizard. Yeah. If 10 hurts, 15 hurts, even more. Yeah.
I should expect so.
Yeah, you should have had at least 35 or 40 starting mana, though. He did. That was great. And yes, Sarah says hi to Anna, too. And we all say hi to Anna, and I like both the EGA and VGA versions equally. That's interesting, because yes, most people have a strong opinion about one versus the other. And it's very hard, let's see,
Hard to specify a preferred version, because they all have unique things.
And they do, and they all look pretty unique, too.
And I thought there were 2 major bugs in the VGA version, but then when I went back and replayed the EGA version, I discovered that we actually had the same bugs in those.
Oh, well.
So they did it very, very faithfully, and we should have said, nope, don't want to do it that way.
I kind of liked how Zara looked in the EGA. She looked a lot more ethereal than in the VGA. I thought she looked kind of like a vampire, honestly, in those games.
Oh, well.
Yes. And Roadworks says, these old games definitely require a notepad or a very good memory. Everything these days is almost railroaded with the movement markers and all stuff recorded for you. Good in its own way, yeah. A little less frustrating, a little less challenging, and, games need to be a balance between that. You have to challenge your player. You have to make them think, or they might as well be watching a movie and going through it.
Yeah, so World of Warcraft started out with the innovation putting the quest marker over the head of quest givers, and eventually went to putting that on the mini map that you could see where all the quest points were, and then if you clicked on a quest, it would show you an arrow showing you which direction to go. And some of them were pretty tricky. They said basically, get a bunch of zebra hooves,
Well,
and you had to know where the zebras were.
When you have a world as huge as World of Warcraft, you have to do that, because otherwise a player's lost, and then if you lose the player, you've lost the revenue for the rest of your life, because after all, World of Warcraft is a subscription-based method, and
keep you paying your subscriptions.
Yeah. Let's see.
I just never got to play Shanra. Yeah, you should. I think it was actually a good game. Not perfect. It was done in a very quick time. But wonderful voice acting, and the storyline is pretty good. We actually, Lori mostly came up with the idea of having it fit in between the Sword of Shannara and the Elfstones of Shannara, and that we managed to do it in a way that did not break the storyline of the next book.
Yeah. So it can conceivably be there.
It could have conceivably all happened without breaking the book series, which was one of our big goals. Is we didn't want to step on Terry Brooks's toes.
Right. And besides, he was, he at least had full approval rights, so he had to see what was going on. We had to make sure it. And as Mary just says, it's a poisonous snake. There is a funny video out there on YouTube. It's by a serious gaming collector of all the games that were published for adventure games, and it's all about his collection. The guy actually has the Guinness World Record for the largest collection, but he sings about his collection
Mark. Nothing.
Okay, and it's to the tune of the one from as minds go, the one about the magical house.
Magical House? Bobby Yaga's house?
No. The Disney movie about the magical house.
Oh, Encanto?
Encanto. It's to the tune of the Encanto thing about Mirabelle, song about Mirabelle. And it has some very funny cameos. So I don't know how to look it up. It's, you have to have the taste for folk music where you can tolerate somebody singing whose voice may not be the strongest in the world, but it's very funny.
Now, I see that we've already been at this for an hour and a quarter, but it's a Sunday, and we don't have anything scheduled for today. So instead of our usual 2 hours, we're going to do a Halloween marathon, and
we'll do it for a while.
10 or so.
Yeah. Since this is Halloween, yes, you grab a handful of rocks.
Yes.
That reminds me, someone created a patch for King's Quest V to restore text in a voice-only version. Huh. And then Roadwork says, this stirs memories of visiting my friend's house, and he'd just spent 3 weeks playing Skyrim and had that house in the village completely overflowing with...
There we go.
Well, World of Warcraft is getting the housing finally put into it, and you can go on YouTube and things to find what people have done with those houses already with 1 weekend of playtesting, and already it's absolutely fantastic.
So Original Adventure, Colossal Cave, I think it was, had the display cabinet in the house, in the well house, and as you... delved down beneath the house and came back up, that it acquired treasures like the bird in the cage and the emerald as big as a plover's egg and so on. As you put them into the treasure cabinet, you're turning on a fan.
Yes, it's getting warm in this house.
It was warm. It's because she's dressed for Halloween.
Well, yeah, but this isn't. Yeah, I have
not too heavy.
Not
I've
too
got short
heavy.
sleeves.
I took off my jacket. Yeah.
And so, yeah, filling a house full of treasures goes right back to the origins of adventure gaming.
Yeah, and cassette games hold up very well because they're analog. They're a bit more tolerant of errors. Plus, the probably their manufacturer at the time was better. They kept getting cheaper and cheaper on cassettes, so it's hard to tell. And of course, there was always the issue of you got the cassette.
Oh yeah, it would get all
Oh my
twizzled
God!
up.
Yes, and you'd hear this
tangled.
awful noise, and by the time you pulled it out, there was all a snake of
Yeah,
things.
you'd have
Yes.
20 yards of tape
Yeah.
outside. I think. Gigi Green Giant is a first-time caster.
Yay! Join us. I'm so glad you could join it. I grew up playing Sierra adventure games in the 90s. I just watched a Twitch streamer play Quest for Glory 3, and I wanted to say hi, and it's lovely to meet you. We're so glad you could
We
make
did
it.
that up through last month, so you can
Yeah.
go back to our YouTube channel if I can find it. Let me go find our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And
I love VGA because that's the one I played. Yes, that's what it goes.
Oh.
Your YouTube. Yeah, go to YouTube. Yeah.
YouTube.
Welcome to the club. Yes, welcome, Green Giant. Yes.
It's @ Hero U Game. View your channel.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so
You can go to.
I will do that, but desktop, and then here is the link. That is our YouTube channel, and you will find all of our past streams up there. There's a playlist for the live streams, not totally up to date. Adventure games, photography, live streams, how to be a hero by the book.
Yeah, by the home one back there showed that you could see all of Quest for Glory 3 as we played it and see just how bad we play games. Yes.
Quest for Glory 3 concludes into the Lost City. Spooky season begins. That was our previous live stream 2 weeks ago.
Yes, as we advertised.
And I put a couple of my World of Warcraft things up there. So World of Warcraft, Heroic Monoforge,
so you can see how bad
Destruction
the
Warlock,
game
and
can
it's
be.
a Druid tank.
This is the game at its very worst.
And it's very worst.
Yes, worst.
Oh, as in players not.
Player,
Oh yeah,
people-
here's the very beginning of the raid.
But it is lovely, but nobody cares. So let's go back to our game.
Yes, I had to salvage something. I don't know. Oh, I was making.
Any rate.
We're all sitting here waiting for the raid to start.
Yes,
How about that?
I'm
And
there.
then I died.
He dies.
I clicked
Yes.
just to the point, and I was the tank. So me dying
Meant the whole group.
meant the
was
whole
gonna
group
die.
probably died.
Yeah,
unless,
isn't that a
well,
wonderful
they
game?
could resurrect me.
Oh,
Maybe.
well.
Only if they could get back to my body.
At any rate, back to our games. Yeah.
So that's up there too. Yeah, I actually did that in the stream a couple times, and I might do some more streams of it.
Yeah. Let's see.
I closed too much of it.
Oh, okay.
What was it called? It was called YouTube.
Yeah.
And go to top right corner, top right corner,
This one.
that thing, and go to view your channel. Top,
Oh.
view your channel. View your channel. @ Hero U Game.
Yes, and you will get to see. We did play through it.
So we're inconsistent. On Twitch we're Transsolar Games, and YouTube we're Hero U Rogue
It all
Redemption.
depends on when it was created.
Yep.
Yep. So, let's see. Back to our chat. Joseph liked the EGA because it was his first, and I'm crazy nostalgic for the way Quest for Glory 1 did pixely gradients. Yes, there was some really nice pixelization for
There
that.
was an artist at LucasArts who was famous for that and was known as the Dither King. As
Mark.
oh yes, it was Mark.
There was. We have a painting by him in the garage, by the way.
Name on the tip of my tongue, but that's okay.
Yeah. All right, and Belzar said his first PC was a 286. Was able to play my first adventure game on it and have been hooked on them ever since. And a Sierra fan.
Yeah,
Yes.
286s were pretty good. They were a lot faster than the 8088s and the 8086s.
Let's see. I'm going to find Shanna to play it and get it to work. My onboarding point for the book series was the Elfstones of Shanna. Well, back to the Shanna. Yes, the family madrigal from Encanto. Yes.
Yeah.
But the Elfstones, honestly, back in the Ages day, when we were kids practically, Shannara came out as a book. And it was a well-written book. I mean, my family, my mother and my brother, we all read it, but it was awfully derivative, and they made it look just like a Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, the first third of Sword of Shannara sound like a complete remake of Lord of the Rings, same writing style and so on. And then about a third of the way in, Terry Brooks started to, find his authorial voice.
And
and it became a good book.
A little bit different towards the end, but I considered it mostly passable. And then they wanted us to make the game in it. Thank you, Austin. Joseph, rather. Yay! Joseph
Well, they teased us
B.
first.
Austin.
They teased us first by saying that we were going to make a game based on a New York Times best-selling fantasy series. So we immediately thought Ray Feist or David Eddings.
Yeah.
But
then we read the next book in the series.
And said, "Oh, this is a good book."
Yeah, it's actually. I thought and I've
that
read
was
several things
that was
by him.
Elfstones.
Yes, Elfstones, and I've read other things, and I considered him to be a pretty good writer and well worth making a game of. So I was for that.
I read Magic Kingdom for Sale Sold.
Yeah, and Elzar said, I bought a paperback Sword of Shannon at a discount bookstore on campus and loved it. A friend of mine was a Terry Brooks fan, and he lent me Wish Song and also Magic Kingdom for Sale, and I love those too. And Mary Jess says, we don't talk about Cedric. And
well, we don't talk about Bruno because, of course, Bruno is a character in Heroes Quest that is not your friend, and that was shocking to people at the time.
Thank you
unreliable
there's
character.
the video. Yes, you probably should all go see that silly video.
What is that of?
Click on it. Click on the link.
Click on the link. Click on SD Desktop.
There he is.
Meet the PC King. Kanto Parody Song. Home Computer Museum. Okay. I don't know how much this we're allowed to play. We can play a little clip of it.
Yeah, we can't. Well, this is not, there's the Home Computer Museum.
Jump ahead a little.
I can't just name one game. I mean, they're all part of my amazing Big Box PC game collection.
What Big Box PC game collection?
You're not gonna leave me alone, are you? Box against to shine. Whoa! But let's be clear, our party runs this show. Whoa!
Okay, well, pretty good.
And you will see a lot of cameos in it. So, yeah. Thank you, Mary, for finding that. I couldn't begin to remember what it was called, but yes. That is.
I'll have to watch that later.
Yes, Corey will definitely need to watch it. They don't show Quest for Glory in it, so it's not worth looking at.
Okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. My first
Joseph,
computer
resubscribed for 5 months now. Yay, thank you.
And yes, and Linda Verm said, I remember when the 386 was the complete revolution. And the first-person shooters were off the charts in Star Control.
Shannara development was done on 386s, but we had one 486 with a massive amount of hard drive space, probably, I think, terabytes of hard drive space, just for doing the 3D rendering.
Oh, yes.
And it would take hours
Corey
to do one render.
Corey would spend the night.
Yeah, I would spend the night basically
it.
tweaking the parameters to get it to look good. Because you would get shimmer effects and so on if you didn't get the right parameters.
Mary just says we don't talk about Bruno. We also don't turn our backs on him.
Wise.
I never trusted Bruno. Yes. Stu says, I'm not sure if there's ever been a game based on anything by David Eddings. I thought there was, but I can't tell you. Frames per second, lol, not the first-person shooter. And those came a lot later. Okay. So, at any rate.
Yeah, the rule in first-person shooters, they had to be at least 60 frames per second.
Okay, so I think we finally caught up with our...
momentarily, yeah.
Yeah. You're going to look it up?
I'm going to look up David Eddings. He died in 2009.
Oh.
Let me look up game. Nope, no games.
No games. Okay, well, you were correct.
So he wrote the Belgariad is the one I remember.
Yeah.
And the Malorian and the Elenium and the Tamuli and the Dreamers, all series. And he was born in 31, so even though he wrote these relatively late in life, I think.
Nasty stuff on there. Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay. He is forgotten for a reason, perhaps.
Yep. There were scandals.
Yes.
Raymond Feist, of course, Raymond E. Feist, of course, had Betrayal at Krondor was done by Sierra. And there were a couple of sequels to that, one of which he participated in, one of which he didn't. The Rift War cycle was his major series.
Yeah.
And he was born in 45, so he's 10 years older than us.
Yep. So, any rate,
But
we can
Rift,
actually.
I was just going to say, Rift War started out as the fantasy game tabletop campaign that he was playing in.
Yeah.
And so he basically wrote up the adventures of his group and turned it into a series of best-selling novels,
Which
which
is.
is the dream
Yeah.
for every role-playing gamer.
Yep.
But most of us don't have the discipline to sit down and write them into books.
I still want someone to based on Terry Pratchett's Witches. Now, Tiffany Aching's Guide to Being a Witch has been published. It seems like an excellent opportunity. You'd think they've got. I mean,
They've done some films and TV series based
they
on them.
did. Yes, there's the one of the original one that is the first novel of the witches.
Yeah.
That one is done by the British group. There's two versions.
Which
In
is
fact,
Witches Abroad or Weird Sisters?
Weird Sisters.
Weird
Weird
Sisters.
Sisters is a video from done in animation style. Plus, they made a.
They made
play-
Hogfather.
Well, yes, but that's not the witches though.
No.
But they did the Weird Sisters, and there's a play version of it. Yeah. Yes, the animation was really good, and they did soul music, and there's actually a good version of that was done by way of Kickstarter.
So I can't read that very well, but I looked up films based in Discworld. They did
Yeah.
The Color of Magic, which was his first or second
That's his
one.
first. That's his first.
He did Hogfather, Soul Music, Good Omens. Good Omens, of course, was Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. And that became a best-selling
Yeah.
TV miniseries.
Yes.
Weird Sisters, Trollbridge.
Trollbridge is interesting.
That's
It wasn't actually.
that's not directly
Pratchett's-
from a book.
It isn't, but it's a great thing. It was done on Kickstarter, and it's very, very well done. So these are things to look up.
Squirrel Noir
Yeah.
was a game.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so-
Oh, Weird Sisters Opera. I haven't seen the Weird Sisters Opera. Yes, that would be awesome.
There's a
Yeah.
board game, Discworld, Ankh-Morpork something, FUD, which was a game in the books that somebody turned into a board game.
Yeah.
Unseen Academicals, so lots of books and movie and games based on Pratchett.
I think, though, we should start to think about playing Quest for Glory
I was
4.
thinking I could go to the bathroom.
Well, we could. You could
Take-
start setting it up, and yes, we'll get tea and things. There's also a Witches board game. Oh, very
Which is
cool.
abroad?
Ah. I hope it was a good one. All right, Corey,
something.
get going.
I don't
and
remember
will,
how.
How to
I
do
guess
this?
I run Steam. I
You
go
do.
to Quest for Glory Collection. I say play, and then we put it on pause. Of course, we'll die.
Yes. Well, you could just wait here to launch. Just wait
okay.
here to launch. We're going to take a 5-minute break or so. Corey's
We'll
going to.
go on break.
Yes.
All right, 5-minute break.
Everybody gets a break.
Stretch.
Yes. Do your
Your
exercise
bio.
thing.
Refill your drink.
Yes. Get yourself some more tea, coffee, whatever you're drinking. The board game is excellent. You get cackle counters. Oh, that's a great thing. Cackle counters. We'll have to see that sometime. That would be a lot of fun.
course, our mic is still live, by the way. I could turn it off.
Yeah, I know. So they can hear us. That's good. Keeps them wondering.
Some of the water went into the teapot. Double toil and trouble. I think there was a double bubble gum that had a double bubble toil and trouble once. Yeah, but wasn't there a double bubble chewing gum? Yeah, they had a double bubble thing.
Actually, get that to be somewhat mixed up. Oh, you had the family Madrigal song in my head since the video was mentioned. Yeah, well,
I'm putting the Space Quest theme in your head now.
yes. And then you get, but I will get the Bruno song in my head.
It's a dwarf song from King's Quest
Oh,
4.
okay, well, good for you.
Which I know well because I messed up the MIDI of it on the Atari ST.
And that is not. Okay. No. Yay. All right, we have Guybrush. Looks like he's dancing. Yeah. I managed to get that song out of my head by doing a cover of We Don't Talk About Bruno recording all of the voices. Well, that's pretty good. I do like Bruno's song. That's really fun. All right, let's see. We could go back to... our break picture has the picture of Tilly in her costume. They're all in costume here. That's not their honest costume. Ifeo's dressed as a wizard because he didn't realize that there are wizards that still dress like that in the world. He hasn't gone to Wit to see that people are still have beards and pointy hats over there. He thought those were
Why don't you unwebcam?
something years and years ago. But yeah, because I was talking about the break picture.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yes. And the goodest boy. Yes, and the goodest boy. I'm so... Oh, Sammy is going to be the goodest boy. I wish I could show you. Can you get...
I probably have Sammy somewhere. We probably got him in our...
yes, if you can bring
the
up...
Slackwork?
Slackworks.
Next we'll show.
Yeah. Let's see. Sammy Station.
Sammy.
Yeah, okay. Bring it up.
All right, let's see if we can get this to show.
Desktop, yes.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay, and come slide up a bit. You don't have the combat. No, the combat with Sammy in particular. You don't have it. He didn't post it here. This is a character that...
This character named Dusk.
Yes.
Who is a frenemy of Sammy.
Well, I mean, he starts out an enemy. And this is our tests with him. I guess that's just his... that's one of the early tests of his movement. He gets more and more frenetic as we do these things. Yes. Yeah, I wish you could see the ones from my channels.
Yeah,
yes.
Well, that's why you should put them in public.
And there's the creation of Dusk. Dusk is a gaunt.
Yeah, so he started out as this. So, when you see a 3D character in a game. It starts out with a drawing on paper, and
Ugh. Apparently, Slack was extorting some company for $200,000 or lose all their data. Oh, that would be great.
We have for the last okay, so we started in 2013. So for the last 12 years, we've been using the free version of Slack, and I just recently upgraded to the paid version.
Here we are testing
I did
out
not spend $200,000 on
Sammy's
it.
combat moods because Sammy is a warrior, and so in the course of his game, you will be able to take the track of Sammy actually doing warrior things.
Here he is with practicing with a target dummy.
Mm-hmm. So you get to
And
see
I
him.
complained about this, that he kept putting his shield out of position when we attacked, and that would be very poor for defense. But we decided that looking good is more important than
It really does look well. So yes, so
his
yeah.
sword, little things like that. So just making his sword, that's a 3D object by itself.
Now these are all done by our artist J.P. Selwood, who does all the wonderful paintings in the game,
And has never worked has not worked much in 3D before.
and well, he certainly hasn't commercially. So we are going. There's the shield. How about that design for the shield, people? How about that?
There's a Corgi shield, if I ever saw one.
Yes.
And it rotates.
Mhm.
I remember back in the day when people were so proud of having rotating 3D objects in their games. Kenny Shui worked on
So
Bethesda
yes,
Softworks, I think.
this will look more and more 3D as we go along, but it will still be a graphic novel. Oh, look at that room, though. Oh, I love how
Okay, bring that up. We'll expand it. Yep.
as Sammy will walk in.
That's a paper cardboard
That's
cutout.
what he would have looked like before we were going 3D.
Yes.
But still, look at this room. Look at that beautiful mural. And I mean,
That's the 2D
the
version
window.
of the warrior instructor Mombera McGillicuddy.
So yeah, we are doing some fun things with what Sammy's game, whereas Ifeo's game will still be 2D. But
And so at that point, we're practically having the Hero U 2
yes,
3 4.
yes. So
This would be Hero U 3 would be the warrior game with Mombera.
right.
That probably would not have a Corgi as the
Those
protagonist.
things are kind of fun. Yeah, there you can down to the bottom there. Now watch that one.
Oh, dark.
Yeah. Now we have our
Okay,
yes.
so remember the dark hallway that was in Hero U Road Redemption? Here it is repurposed
Here is a different area of that dark hallway.
for Sammy's game. And
Yes.
Here he is with who's the cat?
Catakin.
Catakin, of course. And they're bravely exploring this dark, scary hallway full of bones and stuff. And there's a dinosaur head off in the distance and a statue. And as Catakin turns and runs, I don't like this.
Kata and Kaji never do anything wrong. This is not your Shapirian Kata here.
Yep.
This is a British Kata. They're different.
The Great Hall, I guess, or no, that's.
That's the practice room for the
Practice room,
for
okay.
the warriors and things like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, this is new. This is not the.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, this is showing the room now coming into 3D as we design these things. And again, there's how Mombera would have looked if we kept to the 2D stuff.
We have a little slide.
Look,
on,
Sammy is SAMI.
Yes, SAMI.
Yes. So
Only-
we're very
only one
proud,
M.
proud of what's going on here. It's going to be awesome. We've done a lot of work with Ifeo's game 2. It's still in the process of making Ifeo's game, but the art style is a more sophisticated version of what we were doing.
And
with
just looking
Tilly's.
at what JP did with that, I said gymnasium floors are often painted with designs to support the games, and that probably won't come up in Sammy's style, but the geometric design leads me to wonder what interesting game the students play there. So this is kind of how our thought process goes in the games, is work back and forth between the artists, the programmers, the musicians, and somebody comes up with an idea, sometimes a weird off the cuff idea, and then we say, okay, let's see how we can incorporate that.
Yep. And yeah, Kat has responded to laser pointers. Yeah, well, if there was a laser pointer, we could find out. All right.
There we are.
So that's
I found
to
what-
bring you guys up what we're doing in the game.
Yeah, so because it takes so long to write and produce these games, is JP is like 2 games ahead, and so he's been working on art for Sammy's Story and for Puzzleworthy, even as Lori is working with Philip on writing all the dialogue for Feo's Adventure.
And we got Dan Polikar doing our music.
Yeah, so Dan Polikar, aka Dan the Band, is a member of, name escapes me a second, a reggae band that is very popular. And it turns out that I got something for him. I can't say yet. He might not have received it yet during the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And when I got an autograph from, Fat Man or somebody, said, wait, I'm doing an autograph for Dan Polikar? He is a multiple Emmy-nominated music artist. We didn't know that. He never told us that.
Yeah, we didn't know. So we got he did the music for the Crimson Diamond for Julia. So
Julie Minamata was
Yeah.
his first real game, so
yeah.
or his second or third game.
Yep.
But he's a big Sierra fan. Has a collection of all the Quest for Glories
So
and various
yeah,
things.
so it's a pleasure to work with him too. So at any rate, this is all exciting stuff.
play a
but
piece
we
of one
could
of his
play.
musics.
Yes, we could play Quest for Glory though. I mean, I think that's the real
Let me
key.
see if I can find a piece of music. Let's see.
All right, you'd have to go into
Music.
music. No,
Yeah,
really.
music channel. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then you'll have to click and figure out which one was. Well,
Well, I like the Chong.
you did like Chung's.
Yeah.
Chung's.
Let's hear if this comes through.
Yeah, this is how exciting it looks.
This is obviously not a reggae channel, so we need to run back and look for a reggae
Yeah,
channel.
I'm going back to your screen. Trying to. There's Chad hidden.
We went to the other screen.
Yeah, it could, but I don't think I can. At any rate, that's it gets
So basically, we give Dan some basic ideas of saying, okay, we need a theme for this character, and here's what the character's like, and he comes back with 2 or 3 ideas for what to do with it, and we tell him what we like about each one, and he refines them.
So yes, we have music for all the different characters in the game, and it will be interesting when we get this thing put together.
Some Professor Sylvia music.
This sounds like an English country dance to us. We all would be sitting there, dancing quite correctly. Yes, okay, fine. Yeah.
So he's been doing some great music for Feo's Adventure, and
So
let's see,
yes.
Maria, I think I like Maria 1B. Let's try one more.
Okay.
Actually, we need to find one for Feo that actually has the reggae rhythms. This is our part Sealy sea creature.
Not
What's the word?
Siren, actually.
Part siren, yes.
This was one
This one will build a mouse.
of his. And anybody who watched a lot of Disney films.
Ariel vibe.
That's Ariel.
Or Little Mermaid, is that her?
Well, yes, that's
Yeah.
Ariel, but she didn't sing like that.
No.
You gotta get into Frozen to get that kind of.
That's true. Yeah, Frozen 2 had
This is
the.
very Frozen. So, at any rate, yes.
So good, great music from Dan, and we didn't know he was famous. He was
Yeah.
just. And Roberta Vaughn said,
Yeah.
we said, we need a reggae soundtrack. He says, oh, I know this guy who's in a traveling reggae band. He goes all around the world with them. Somebody Paul.
Huh?
Someone Paul is the band leader.
Oh, okay.
Can't quite come up with it. And then I went and looked up Dan Policorn had Den the band. And
Final
it's
Fantasy for some reason.
yeah.
Yeah, it does have a Final Fantasy kind of feel to it to me.
So we've got a wide variety of music for the thing. Probably, I could have gone back to find one of the oldest ones would show us Feo's theme, which is more of the reggae style. So he's giving us a variety of styles for the game, appropriate to each character. So the
Yes.
idea is that each character has their theme, and then they'll have variations of the theme throughout the game.
Right. So as you go through that character, you're going to get their story. So yeah. All right. Let us go. Remember the season. Remember what we're here for. We're all here for the spooky vibes.
Well, I have Christmas wallpaper up here.
Yeah, I know. You do
Oops.
have a Christmas
I should have
wallpaper.
changed that.
I don't think you have the backgrounds for the Halloween ones. We did get.
I don't know how to change my screen background.
You
Let's
have
see.
to go to personalize,
Personalize.
and you have to find that background to the background one.
Background.
Uh-huh.
Is that it or is it pictures? Let's see.
Uh,
Choose a photo. Browse photos.
and it should take you. Oh yeah,
Can I
that's
go
going
to
to
like
get you.
Dropbox?
No, you should have. Oh, I don't know. I have all the wallpapers in my thing. All right. That's impossible to find out. Dress up Cedric and the Meeps in Halloween costumes. We do. We generally have the Meep dressed up for Halloween, if not Cedric. Cedric is, kind of a staid character. There is a very funny line about Cedric in that video I pointed out earlier.
Holiday card. That sounds
Holiday
good.
card, yes, that would be probably, except you just got the Christmas one, and that's in Hero U. You have to go to Summer Days.
Oh, okay.
As I said, it's hard to find these things if you don't.
We have so much stuff in my hard drive.
Yes,
Summer days.
and now you can find artwork and find.
You can go
maybe
to wallpapers.
yes.
Christmas.
All right, go into
Birthday card?
All right, you'll have to even go. There are the characters for it.
Birthday card.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it'd be on my hard drive if nothing else.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
She doesn't share all this stuff with me. I could go to Corey Larry Cheryl, but I have something. But that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you would, because you're the one that had to put them up there for. We gave away the wallpapers for Halloween, many a time. So yes, it would be somewhere. But let's go to a different game.
Let's go to Quest for Glory: Shadows of Darkness
Yes.
in DOSBox.
Let's get
And I
everybody
should
in
have,
the mood.
I should have
We're
first
talking this
showed
game.
the desktop.
That game.
I'm sorry, webcam.
The painting by
Spooky
J.K.
Pumpkin.
Selwood.
Printed on metal. Which I can't actually max size. Yes, I can.
Once again, that was one of the earliest screen renderings. They were all, rendered by the computer. The artist was so proud of that opening scene.
In the end, da 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 do da. And let me turn down the volume. Maybe here.
Is that good?
All right.
No, it has to be louder because this has voices. You have to be able to hear the voices. And besides, this is one of the best pieces in the game. Mm-hmm.
Anitra's Dance, yes.
Yes. I recall typing Quest for Glory for CD.exe and Norton Commander to play this. Cool. And reminder for anyone who loves his soundtrack, Aubrey Hodges
That
remastered
doesn't do it.
How do I move? Oh, there. I remember now.
I
Let's figure out
put
the
it
interface.
just like that for my bedroom. When I was
Just
a
like
kid,
this?
yes.
Chest is
empty.
empty.
It would be made out of cedar, and you'd put your
Your trousseau.
trousseau. You'd put the things that you made to take to your wedding, to take to your new life. All the women would do it, but mainly when my mother was growing up, it was mostly a storage bin for things that you knit for winter and things like that. So, yes, the narration works so well in this game. It is noon on the first day. We have barely done anything in this
You
game.
seem to be slightly wounded. Let's look at our character sheet. So we had a D&D. Our health is 139 out of 216. Stamina's pretty good.
And we are Steely Dan,
Steely Dan.
because people voted on us playing a rogue.
Come the name. Let's see. Can I sleep for an hour, do you suppose?
No,
It won't be
well,
too
you
late.
Yeah, I think you.
Go out at midnight.
That's true. You could.
Yeah.
After some rest, you feel better.
Let's
My
see
health
how
hasn't
better
gone
we
up
do.
that much. My stamina's good now.
Ah. Oh, that's right. You can actually see it in this game.
My stamina's maxed. My health could use some work. Stats are mostly in the 200s. They range from 200 to 300 this game. My agility's up to 275. That'll work. Oh, actually, no, I take it back. It's up to
400, yes. What are those garland strings on the ceiling? Giant mushrooms? Giant. They're close to the
They're
camera.
bulbs. Yeah,
They're too close to the camera, so they look like they're giant.
But they are actually bulbs of garlic.
Yes.
Festooned in garlands. Why? Because
This is Mordovia,
You
where
want to-
garlic is their favorite fruit.
Oh, what time is it now? Time is now. Oh, it's getting to sunset.
Sunset comes early.
We actually probably need to be here after sunset. So after the innkeeper goes
Not
to
for
sleep.
today, I don't think. This is the first day. Ah, it keeps the
It's the
vampires
first
and
day?
people
No, I
away.
don't think so. Does it show you the days? It's day
It's
one.
day one, Corey.
That's as far as
we
we got in
haven't
this
gotten
game?
anywhere, Corey. We barely got to the inn. We haven't talked to anybody but the Burgomeister and the,
Well, we've been told that it's dangerous to go out at night.
yes, well, it's not night, so let's explore the town. We haven't explored
Okay,
this
here's
yet.
it. A gateway, an archway.
Oh, we actually went in the store, though. We've seen the store.
Yes.
As you enter the northern part of the town, you hear the sound of a chisel chipping away at a stone block. A man is carving gravestones at one end of the street.
Okay.
Your attention quickly moves from the stone carver to the ominous Gothic building in the center of the street.
Which unfortunately you can't
There
see
is definitely something not right about this structure.
because it's behind the dialogue.
I'm not sure I'd call that Gothic either.
Oh, well.
But oh well.
Okay, so the question is John Rhys Davis' voice at a perfect level, or is he too loud?
Yes. And PDB says, "This is my childhood. I love this game." Good. And Telepathic says, "Greetings." And Brainiac says,
It's an
ironically,
advertisement for Igor's headstone business.
if you're very fast getting out of the cave, you can make it to the town just fast enough to sleep at the staff and get the first dream while it still remains day. Fun.
Oh, there you go.
Time for some graveyard humor. Yes. Indeed.
Okay, so we are a rogue.
We are a rogue. But first we should bite him on the head with that bow.
Yes. Use my vampire lips. That's a silly looking guy.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Igor. Just Igor.
So the Ultima series, that was about all you could do. You could ask people name, job, and one other question. I can't remember what the third one was.
Telepathic played this as a thief Aladdin. That's pretty special.
Thiefadin.
A Thiefadin! Quest for Glory 1 was my first in the series, even though I was 3 when it came out. But Quest for Glory 4 is the game I was old enough to understand when it came out.
Excellent. So this game and the Lucasfilm games such as Secret of Monkey Island had the idea that players would want to go through the entire list of dialogues. There's no real consequences to starting a particular dialogue path. And as used one, it was removed from the menu. His name is no longer on there.
Yeah.
Now I can ask you about the
Man, yay!
Adventurers
Thank
This
you,
Guild.
was
Joseph,
Adventurers
for giving
Guild. No adventurers, no guild.
This is the one voice I dislike the most in this game. I mean, I don't think it's, Kermit the Frog was not my idea of what the orc should sound like, but
Oh,
we
well.
couldn't do another Peter Lorre style voice. So.
Which is what we wanted. And we see him as Peter
Honor
Lorre.
Reeves, yes.
How Mordavia, this north part of town.
He's,
His more Muppet voice.
yeah.
Oh, this day job. Also work graveyard shift. Little graveyard humor there.
I think I came up with that line.
Igor dig graves in cemetery. Igor put dead person in grave. Igor cover dead person with dirt. Igor put headstone on grave. Oh, plenty job security around here. Business is piling up. Little graveyard humor there. Hey,
Ask about the grave digging.
Igor dig graves in cemetery.
Oh, is that the one I just
plenty.
got? Nope. Sorry. Rumors.
Oh, Igor not hear rumors. Igor not no stranger in town.
That's
Igor
us.
not no doctor make strange things in lab.
He
Igor
does.
not no funny man in not funny. Igor not know many things. Igor not hear many things.
Let's ask about the monastery across the way.
Bad building. No go there. Bad, bad, bad.
Yes. Joseph says just a little something. I'm in a noisy area and unable to be as present as I had hoped. I'm sorry about that. We'll try to talk louder. Yes.
Well, let's save this game.
Okay.
Graveyard humor.
Okay.
And then,
You're going to go over and investigate
Yeah,
the
let's
bad
There is
building?
an
Investigate the monastery.
indentation near the middle of the shadowed door. It looks like a set of 6 curved spokes radiating out from a central point.
well, that wasn't what I expected, is looking at a door, because I sure don't see it.
Oh, well, that's because you can't see it.
This is a bas relief of a strange creature.
Bas relief.
It looks like an octopus with only 6 tentacles.
Yeah.
You have a creepy feeling as if it is looking right back at you. It is a thoroughly uninteresting wall. Sort of a wallflower.
I think it's pretty interesting
Yeah,
wall,
I would say
personally.
that was a great wall. Yeah.
Well, let's go up there and maybe we can knock on the door or something. Nope.
Use your hands.
And you
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
It's a sextopus, yes.
let us, we can open the monastery door, force the door open, pick the, we'll pick the lock because we're a thief. It'll give us lock-picking practice.
Nobody ever listened to Igor.
Seafood snack? Seafood, like food? Octopus has had the munchies ever since it got stoned. Unfortunately, not for you, it occasionally gets its meals delivered right to the door. But if we look at our inventory, we'll see we have this sigil.
You're gonna try to do that
Look one sign.
today?
Something about this bronze symbol makes your skin crawl. Yeah, we can do it a little bit.
Okay. The Coles invented Uber Eats.
Did we?
Well, now only now do I understand that joke. DoorDash, literally dash. Your hopes are dashed to the door.
And of course, Uber just meaning over in German. Uber Eats is for overeaters.
Okay.
Let's try and put the sigil on the door.
No, we gotta
You
wait
are
till.
warned
us. Right.
Yeah, he's gonna warn us as he does his elaborate dance there. I mean, he's a good guy.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly.
Fortunately, you can get there before the hectopod.
No, that's too much to put it in.
Yeah, but you can walk up the door to do that. It sounds louder. Oh, because we died. Just a little. I don't want to make it too loud.
Dr. Seuss book, it's Dark 1 and Dark 2.
This is a bas-relief image of a heart. If you look out of the corners of your eyes, you can almost see it pulse. This place is making you see all sorts of things, actually. This relief shows a storm cloud, evidently representing the concept of breath.
Interesting. Happy Halloween week, everyone. Thank you, Eatwave. Yes. Uber is usually more like a cross than Uber.
it's above. Uber is over.
See, he's
It's above. Uber? Huh. Ubermensch is the Uberman or the Superman.
And Brainiac says the interesting thing about Igor's sprite work for me is it makes him look like he has yellow eyes, much like the genie in Quest for Glory
King's
King's
Quest
Quest 6. Made me very suspicious of him the first time.
Ah, very good.
This amazingly lifelike sculpture looks like a cross between a baby troll and a hermit or dervish. It fits the description of a domovoi, except that it's totally dried out and unmoving.
Let's see, we're going water. Water skin. No skin, I can oil it. Water.
Haven't done anything yet.
Let's try oil the drum void. We can get it loose.
That didn't do anything, you.
Nobody thought of that.
It's a six-tentacled, octopus-like creature. I guess you'd call it a hexapod. Unless you like cats, then you might call it a hexapus.
I don't know what
This is an antique brass log holder.
Let's see if there's anything special about this one.
There are some small scratches on the stone underneath this brass log holder.
Let's play with it. I'm sure we don't have to worry the least bit about that hexapus.
That's funny. The strange six-tentacled creature is moving. It looked like another wall decoration at first.
I wonder if we can use our thing again. Oh,
It's
did it
in
go
the
away?
door. It's
No.
in the door.
I wonder how you get it through there.
You can give it a quarter.
Then we'd have to solve the puzzle.
What's that in there?
You see?
No, the thing up above the mantle. What's that thing?
No. Should be in the relief. This window.
There's something
Oh,
dark
it's an
in the
alcove.
alcove. Could it be at last the fabled black bird for which so many have been searching?
Oh, could it?
This is a no.
Let's climb up there. We're pretty good at climbing.
You need to work more on your climbing. This wall is rather tricky.
Can't get it right away. This must finally be the real one, yes.
Intelligence, climbing is 225. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Be
just try
careful
this.
what. The windows.
Okay, so we can click on that thing so that we can practice climbing.
You need to work more on.
Okay, let's go back out. Let's see a direction to the scary monastery.
Must be because it's a black bird, not a red herring.
Retrieve the Dark One's sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the hectopus can react.
Guess we need to have that, so we didn't.
No. I remember when a history teacher wanted us to watch the Maltese Falcon and Casablanca outside of class. The Heroes Quest movies, my brother and I called them. Indeed. We really,
We're inspired
referenced
by
them.
them,
Yes, we were
yes.
inspired. Yes, indeed.
This weather-beaten, boarded-up door once sported a painted sign.
But you can no longer read it. Let's see if we can open the door.
You have to click on the door.
I'm trying to. But listen at the door, or thief should
It's
open it.
completely silent beyond the door.
Ooh, spooky. Open door?
The door is locked.
Break door open? Well, that's what a warrior would
It
do.
used to be a block.
You're not strong enough to fall.
Well, that's about all we can do, unless we have lockpicks. Do we have lockpicks? No lockpicks.
We need to get some lock picks, clearly.
Or the key.
Or the key.
Yeah, why doesn't it give us that option to try to pick the lock?
Because you don't have lock picks. That's why.
Good reason.
Even though it did that for the other
Yeah.
door, but nevertheless,
There's an old guy over there.
there is.
The old man walks with a slumped back and a sad, dejected look in his eyes. He seems to be searching for something that he hasn't been able to find.
Too bad you can't peek through the keyhole. Yes. I would have loved that assignment. I didn't watch this movie until I was at uni, yeah.
Ah.
I am Nikolai. have you seen my Anna?
Mr. Rosen ended up playing him.
I don't know who did not.
Anna, have you seen my Anna?
Now, the decision to use these full-screen talkers and this cartoon style was Mark Hudgens' idea, because he said, it will emphasize the humor of the game. Even so, we have these wonderful, realistic backgrounds that I really, look at the colors here. That was, Bob Gleason did the backgrounds, and the characters' designs were by, I can't think of his name, but...
Oh, I see. This is where we are.
That is where we are, yes. You can click on that part. Look at that.
The sign reads, Dr. Cranium. You wonder what sort of medicine he
Ask
practices.
Nikolai about
Pedology,
that.
clearly.
Ask Nikolai about
I
that.
don't think we had that choice.
Can you talk in your game about yourself, or did we... There we go.
Ask about Anna.
Anna has been gone for a long time. I have been looking for her for so very long. I do not know what has become of my Anna.
Old man?
Yes, well, I keep looking for Anna. Will you help me find her? She's missing.
It reminds me of an old wizard voice. That would be perfect for,
So he is about the grandfather, I think. Grandfather or great-grandfather of Dr. Brain.
What? Nikolai?
No,
yeah.
Dr. Cranium.
Yeah. Well, yes, but who did Dr. Cranium?
The rope is attached to a series of bells hanging under the overhang. Or was that over the underhang? Or maybe around the... No, never mind.
Nikolai?
Okay, let's get this straight. If the windows are eyes,
Ooh.
and there's a nose and a moustache above the door, then the door must be a mouth. Don't.
Nope.
I hear the debt collectors are also looking for Hannah.
Oh, I thought I had to pull the rope to do this. I can't move my mouse very well. So that's the old game with Simon. We have to duplicate the colors and sounds.
Hi, Anna. This is Rachel from Card Service Direct. We've been trying to reach you.
The bust's eyes seem to follow you as you walk through the hallway.
Much as at Disneyland.
It's a truly impressive, original, multimedia work created out of whitewash and sawdust.
In other words, tacky.
The sign on the door says, Dr. Cranium's Private Laboratory. Entrance by prior appointment or demonstration of superior intelligence only.
Oh, I'm sure I can demonstrate my superior, whatchamacallit.
All right, let's try doors.
Let's listen at the door.
You hear mysterious bubbling and sizzling noises. Every once in a while you think you hear someone muttering to himself.
Let's unlock it. Oh, it's a puzzle. Maybe this is my demonstration of superior intellect. Should I do this on easier level so it's actually possible?
This is not one of the tougher part of the puzzles for it, but I know you had trouble with this the last time.
Are you suggesting I've done this before?
Yeah. I mean, I like the fact this is not a sliding tile puzzle, people. We thought that sliding tile puzzles had been done a little
That
bit
had
too
their
many-
day.
Yes, they had their day, and that day was long ago and far away.
Ah, there's this piece here that goes maybe here?
Nope.
No, not quite. Oh, up there. There we go. It's vertical. Not clear where it's going to go. Maybe here. Maybe. Okay, here's some pieces. Do-do-do.
That looks like it matches. right corner piece, yes.
This goes here, clearly. Alright, so this is an incomplete keyhole, which makes it a little harder. It's like this is, yeah. Okay, this probably goes in here.
Okay, fine. We've got a couple pieces
This
that are...
doesn't quite look right, so let's
So,
try
yes.
swapping that. There, we have a, maybe.
No.
Doesn't look right, does it?
Try going up one with that piece. No, that's...
I was trying to go up one. Okay, it's hard to do this. Issues for people with
There.
dexterous.
Now bring that piece
Now
back
this
over.
one can come back over here.
We'll need to get it there. Now you need to do the background.
And figure out this.
Where this one goes straight across there. Yes, that's good.
Unless it goes to the other side. It's impossible to
Well,
tell.
it is impossible to
This
tell.
clearly goes here, under that. Maybe. That doesn't look right.
Well, we've got the reds more on that side, so yeah, that's hitting the red. So try that one above that.
Up here.
Yeah, all right. It's got the right color. I think those are swapped top and bottom, maybe.
Maybe it's.
I think the
middle.
medium basically just makes it the keyhole.
Okay.
Background keys are the harder part. One reason to drop the difficulty level for just this part. Yes. Well, that's got the
Oh, those two
clip.
fit together.
Here.
The
All
blue-
right. Let's
The
try
blue fits. You move the screen one up one.
that way. See, there now we're
Okay.
connected there and there.
Yeah,
So
doesn't look
this,
right though.
these three are look like these two
Move the red key down to both pieces down one.
down to this.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. This mouse is
Is that-
kind of working.
Yes, my mouse is dirty.
It's buggy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm having a trouble.
Yeah, Laura uses the trackball. She doesn't use a mouse. There we go. All right. Now this can move down, I think, and then this can go above it.
Yes, you did it. Yay!
Yay!
I think medium basically just makes it the keyhole. Ah, okay. But we did it for once.
And now we have the problem of
You've uncovered a keyhole, but you don't have the proper key to open this door.
darn. But I'm a rogue.
Well, we have other doors.
Listen.
You hear something bouncing around behind the door. A lot of somethings.
Sounds kind of dangerous. Knock.
Yeah, why not?
How interesting. It sounded as though someone knocked on the other side of the door as well, several times.
It is clearly.
You could have said open.
It's time to save the game. We're gonna die here.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine.
Fortunately, it did an automatic save.
If it's dangerous. All right. Dr. Craniums. I always wondered what the inspiration for the Antwerp monster could have been. It's all an artist's.
Yes,
Fever dream.
Laurie told all the artists, draw something that you think would be a monster in the game. And Jeff Crow drew the Antwerp and said it reminded him of the toys that kids play with, the bouncing clouds.
Yes, if you were really old, you remember Romper, Bumper, Stomper, Boo, the Romper Room show, which had these sold these giant inflatable things that had two things, and you would sit on it and bounce up and down. And that is what it looked like to him, although it doesn't look much like it. And that is what inspired all the silliness.
Ah, the Antwerps! We let them loose!
We let all
They're
that, yeah.
Oh no, you've been Antwerped. Fortunately, these are just baby Antwerps, so the attack wasn't fatal.
All right. Do you remember how many lines John Rhys Davies had to read for this game?
Not a fan, no.
It was
Many.
too many.
It was like 10,000.
Yes, it was more than any movie. You know, if
You
you
don't
had to
hear
do
anything.
voices for a movie, because most movies are very sparse with dialogue.
Behind the door is a sort of rat maze, but it's missing the rat, or whatever is supposed to be traversing the maze.
So, what's this machine? It's a Transcendental Receiving Animal Processor, TRAP for short. You can analyze the creature you wish to capture, then apply the proper bait. Okay, that's no voice. If the animal is in the immediate vicinity, the trap will catch it for you. Well, what if we got in the immediate vicinity? We have baby Antwerps. If the animal is not in the area, you'll just have to catch it yourself, but at least you'll know what to feed it. Ready to identify? Sure. Does it move? Yes. Does it have legs? I would say no. Does it bounce? Yes. Is it alive? Yeah, probably. It's a snake that swallowed a rubber ball. No. Oh, then you must want a kangaroo. No. No. I know, it's a frog refugee for a French restaurant.
Look at its legs.
It's got
people.
legs. That can't be right.
No, look
Oh,
at
it's,
it.
oh, it has no legs.
It
in the
has
back.
no back legs. This is a sick joke. This is not my joke.
Surely you can't be trying to catch a baby Antwerp. Well, no, it's a, would it be a double negative? Yes. You gotta be kidding. Yes. Ooh, you had me worried there for a moment. I was close.
You were close. So
Doesn't
silly.
move, yes. Legs, no. The balance, yeah. Now there are many combinations of various things in the game that you can find in here. Many things that aren't in the game. Yes, you gotta be kidding. No.
No.
Don't say I didn't warn you, but if you really must catch one, baby Antwerps love avocado. Okay, we got any avocado on us? What's in this sandwich? Rations. These avocado and garlic sandwiches are the strangest adventuring meals you've encountered. Still, they do last a long time. Will keep you from starving to death. Of course, you may wish you'd starve to death if you have to eat them too often.
This game taught me the expression bigger than a bread box, as well as
Oh, that's an old
yes,
cliche.
what's a Grecian urn? Baby Antwerps are millennials, I guess.
You bait the trap with avocado from your sandwich. Avocado was never high on your list of favorite foods anyway.
That would be me. I don't care for
Trap
avocado.
starts working.
Nobody likes them.
Union or non-union?
You've caught an Antwerp. It's simply amazing.
Yay!
Can I get the Antwerp out of the trap?
You've caught an...
Antwerp has now been processed. Yes. Okay. Well, maybe I can put the Antwerp. Maybe it automatically puts the Antwerp in here.
This
Okay,
is
there we
the
go.
Antwerp maze. Antwerps are naturally bouncy, so all you have to do is continually rotate the maze until the baby Antwerp bounces over to the key, then out through the exit.
So in terms of maze following, this is a bit of a twist because normally you move the thing in the maze, you move through the maze, but in this case you're rotating the maze. This was actually, there was a type of wooden puzzle that was worked like this. Now those black areas are holes. You need to avoid losing your Antwerp to it.
Let's see. The sandwich requirement is the one thing preventing a traditional meme category from working in Quest for Glory. Bankrupt percentage, not using any money but still completing the game. Interesting.
Ah.
And that trap is so sassy. And Brittany says there's ways around it, but they're a bit cheaty. Oh, good. The bounce is reasonable. Yes, we're not at super fast bounce. This maze used to
Oop,
drive me
I missed.
batty. Yeah. Wooden mazes with the little balls. Exactly.
Which were
They were only moderately amusing, but lots of people had them at the time. I've had the bounce way too fast on this thing before it can get nuts. Yes, I know. The last time we
Yes,
played
last
it,
time we did it on the stream, it was that way.
far, far too fast.
Now I'm doing a little trick here is that I am going up to switch sides. That doesn't have to be timed quite as precisely. This one, however, cannot get all the way to the top. So let's, nope, I was going to bring it to the side, but I couldn't. Okay, we want to get it down the bottom. Nope, that's hard to do.
I like Antwerps. They're silly. They really are silly. We will go with that.
Okay.
And this is kind of frustrating. And it's like, yeah, this is where you set the thing to easy mode and, you know, try not to.
Where did I end up? Somewhere wrong.
Well, you're still, yeah, you don't want to go out the entrance, so.
I can go in both directions, so I can go this way. And it doesn't really matter which way I rotate it here, but I gotta get the timing right, which I didn't. Okay. Need to get it that way, so let's get it when it's caught in between here. Didn't work. Nope, no.
This is fun.
I got it.
Okay, good.
Now I gotta
Yes.
rotate this, and now. Watch out or I'll fall in that
He'll
hole.
fall through that entrance, yeah. Okay. Alright, we're getting there.
Nope. Did I get the key? I think I got the key, but now
Now
I
you have to get to the exit.
get to the exit, which is over here. Should have given you feedback that you got the key.
Yeah, it should have been a sound cue, but there wasn't. Oh well, I'm glad you people, have patience.
Where's my exit over there?
Congratulations. You've used the baby Antwerp to get Dr. Cranium's laboratory key from the maze. You add the key to your keyring.
Yay!
Nothing happens.
Oh, key ring.
Yep.
I have a key ring now.
You do.
Exit. Oh, there it is. Key ring. Contains the keys you found during your quest. One of the keys opens the door to Dr. Cranium's laboratory. Okay, let's try using it on that door if I can get my mouse to work. I'm gonna have to clean this mouse pad.
Great! You've managed to find Dr. Cranium's keyhole and open the door. You pass through into Dr. Cranium's private laboratory.
And usually you would do this in reverse order. You'd end up getting the key first, then discovering you
Quickly,
can't just
Igor,
use
the
it 'cause there's no
fluid.
key.
I must have the fluid.
So-
Oh, excuse me. I thought it was Igor coming in to assist me. He helps out in the lab sometimes.
I love his voice.
Now then, what can I do for you?
Yes, his voice.
It's perfect.
Yes, I do like the voice. It's very, very much reminds me of Ludwig von Drake from Disney's Donald Duck /
DuckTales.
DuckTales. Yes, the remake of DuckTales. If you never watched it, was brilliant. And when we were growing up, Ludwig von Drake would be, do all sorts of Disney mini things on science
Yeah.
and
The little
little snippets of science.
documentary sort of
Yes.
thing.
So that's
But
we
silly
learned science
documentary.
from silly documentary from Ludwig von Drake. So I am so glad that this is kind of his voice.
And my brother's favorite line was always, Igor, fluid, give me the fluids. That's why it had to go in the game.
Yes.
But what did it come from? Some monster movie or something. Maybe it might be Frankenstein. We can look around.
It's a beaker full of eyes, and they all seem to be looking at you.
Uh-oh. What about this thing?
A contraption looking nothing quite so much as a giant ray gun points towards the operating table.
What's a gun? What's a ray gun?
You are in an incredibly cluttered laboratory. Flasks, vials, jars, and tubing cover every
Versus
surface.
Frankenstein,
Experiments
probably.
are in progress
well, it would have
everywhere.
made sense. Yes.
Dr. Cranium looks considerably more like a demented wizard or mad scientist than a real scientist. Despite his white hair, you suspect that he is no more than middle-aged. He also seems to have developed a significant paunch. Root beer belly, no doubt.
Ah! Erasmus had Erasmus root and toot and root beer in the first game. Let's eat him. Ask about science.
Ah, yes, science. I'm glad you asked. Science is the process of systematically increasing our knowledge of the world through observation and experiment. Unfortunately, some of the townspeople here seem to have no concept of the wonders of science. Some of them even claim my little inventions are magical. Such poppycock. There's no such thing as magic.
And this is perfect.
Still, the townspeople insisted that I should be able to use my magic to cure wounds and sickness. I told them that I am a scientist, not a doctor, but they wouldn't listen.
His name is Dr. Cranium.
I had little choice but to concoct some simple elixirs. They were childishly pleased. Science is really so simple once you understand it.
Yes, I couldn't deal with the fact that anyone in this setting wouldn't believe in magic. Well, I think the thing is, doesn't want to believe in magic. Oh no, yes, okay, fine. Yeah.
And Arthur C. Clarke said any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
So, vice versa. magic. It's just technology that people don't understand yet.
Healing
Oh,
potions.
you must mean my patented healing drink. You may have my last one.
Oh, thank you.
Unfortunately, I have forgotten the formula for its main ingredient. If you can help me remember it, I will be able to make some more healing drinks, although the work is very time-consuming.
You think we got a box? You think we got
This
a
was the
manual?
copy protection that Sierra insisted we introduce for this game, even though we avoided copy protection all the previous ones. Is that one open?
Yeah, it is.
Shadows of Darkness. And a boring cardboard box
In
inside.
general, I find the science tropes in
This
media
has a
annoying.
manual but no disc.
But then, being the hard line, I refuse to believe types in fantasy worlds always seem to amuse me.
I don't know if this is the right book. We might need the other book.
What?
Didn't we have 2 books with this one?
It
I think
isn't-
we did.
was it-
Pictorial presentation.
Which one is it in? The other book?
This looks like we don't have the other book.
We don't have the other book. That's
On
crazy.
this one, there's no game either.
Sigh. Okay. Pizza is the most important element. It is. Well, we have this box. The purple box.
That's
And in the purple box, we
many
have
floppy disks.
a bunch of floppy disks. Yes. There you go. There's your floppy disks.
Also torn.
We have
Don't think we'll sell this one either.
2 manuals. And the Sierra
This looks good on the
Game.
shelf though.
Yeah. Shows up better.
Empty box.
Not this time. Air, fire, earth, air, earth. Ah, there
Go
you
back.
go.
Sierra Game Manual.
Well, no, believe Brainiac.
Yeah, but Shadows of Darkness
find it.
Technical Guide.
Ah, okay.
There we
yes,
go.
There it is.
All right, so we're looking for Noxy-Pew, and they are fortunately alphabetical order in the manual. All right,
What are you looking at? Is it this one?
it's right here.
No, I meant the manual. It's in that, a technical guide, and there's a game manual.
So we had 3 different ones.
But I don't see the actual manual isn't in here,
For
is
the,
it? Oh, there it is. It's buried.
Yep.
Yes,
Would
the
you please not
important
put that
one.
in the way of my mouth.
No, I'll put it there because I'm trying to do something.
Okay, we need a campfire, the element of fire,
Yes, as Brainiac
and we need
said.
the element of earth, and the element of air, and the element of earth. I thought we'd try to have some logic to these, but not much
No.
one.
Thank you. With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific
Wrong
solution.
combination for a music group, but a right combination for copy protection. Yes, indeed.
Ask about empty flasks. Got any?
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one.
He's very generous.
Poison cure?
Experiments are the meat and drink of science. First, you must come up with a hypothesis based on your understanding of the scientific elements. Then perform an experiment to test the hypothesis. Afterwards, you have a pizza.
Yum! Ask about pizza.
Pizza is a crucial ingredient in many scientific formulae. There is a nearly infinite variation in its effects, depending on whether one starts with pepperoni, mushrooms, artichokes, or plain cheese. One should always order extra pizza in case the experiment requires additional materials. Besides, science is hungry work.
Everybody just goes, darn it, now I want pizza.
Yeah, I know.
So-
We should all order pizza to play this game. Yeah.
We got married at the Asilomar Campgrounds near Pacific Grove, near Monterey, California, on the beach. It was actually the year before they closed off access to the Monterey pine trees to the beach.
Yes.
We had a canopy of Monterey pine. It was wonderful. And some of the people there took us out to local, I think it was Shakey's Pizza Parlor.
Yes, that was our before wedding.
Yeah, it was a
dinner. The
before
last-
wedding feast, yes. We had pizza. And they had something called a Monterey pizza. And it had, did it have pesto sauce?
No, but it
Okay,
had
but it had artichoke hearts
it
on it.
had artichokes, it had mushrooms, and those were standard. That's where Monterey County actually
Was well known
was
for
well-
its growing artichokes and
Yes, so that's where we first
And
had
garlic.
and garlic, and that was our first introduction to an artichoke pizza. And
Yeah,
so
we
here
said,
we've been eating
yum, we love those.
Yes.
Because we like artichokes and artichoke hearts anyway.
It's been a while since I mixed any pizza dough. It's been a while since I have too, and we have a good pizza place in the area.
Yeah, we have a place that actually, so Danny's Pizza Factory in Oakhurst
Was excellent.
had an excellent pesto
So
base pizza with artichoke that we get artichoke hearts on.
So yeah, a big crust, fat crust thing. So we love
thick
the
crust, yeah.
yes, we love the pizza in Oakhurst, and we found one very
No,
similar.
OSU, I decided we would run late today because we chatted for a long time.
Yes,
So,
Or
we are
once
going to
again,
run. We'll run late on this,
we'll run until people leave.
or we get to a good break point.
Yeah, or till that too. We'll probably play for another.
I mean, we made it into Cranium's lab. That's pretty
yes,
good, really.
Right.
Um,
Poison cure. Sleepover. Sweet, long stream, as long as you can stand us. Yes, poison cure.
So we did a Halloween marathon session one year for D&D, where we ran till 3 or 4 in the morning with
No,
Glorious
all
and
night,
Master.
all night. It was dawn by the time we
Oh, it
finally...
was 3 or 4 when I passed out.
Oh, okay, fine. This is true. This is true. I was running it for the last few sections. It was...
Oh, you must mean my new universal poison antidote. You may have this one, but I will need some help with the formula to make more. Also, I am afraid I only have time to make one each day.
Okay.
Whambo! We need a Whambo.
All right. Does anybody remember Wampo offhand? As I look this up.
Whambo, that'll be near the end of the book because W is very late in the alphabet. Is this
It's
the right
really
book?
in... I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
X, WXYZ. So W must be. Oh, it's top of that page.
Ah, okay.
Same page. The two of them on the same page.
Just had the pizza
Yeah,
myself.
so we have a
Go.
local thing. Bob's Best. Big
All
Bob's
right.
Best Pizza.
And their Brainiac has
Oh, okay, well, I got it
Faster
anyway.
than
It's
he is.
Earth and Fire and Earth and Air and
These,
Fire.
Yeah. Okay, there.
Nope, that didn't work. What happened here? I missed my second one. Earth
We will
and
indeed
Fire.
starve and or dehydrate.
I do have this problem playing World of Warcraft is sometimes it does not take my clicks. And
Thank
Reduce
you.
my damage.
With that information, I'm sure I shall be able to create some sensational scientific solutions.
We can always ask Brainiac.
Well, stamina potions. Maybe they need
If you want to improve your stamina, then you should make
Oh,
sure
no.
you eat a healthy diet from all the different food groups and get plenty of aerobic exercise. That is science.
That's good enough for now.
No, we've got to go
Fluid.
through the whole list, people.
All right. What's your name?
My name is Dr. Cranium. I am Moldavia's chief scientist and a certified genius. Some call me mad, but I much prefer Dr. Cranium.
Ask about mad scientist.
Mad? Mad? They all call me mad, but what do they know of madness? I am not mad. A bit perturbed about the world situation and how I get so little respect, perhaps, but certainly not mad.
I believe I wrote that one. Name science.
Igor.
Igor.
Igor is the grave digger and tombstone carver. Business has been slow lately, perhaps because there are very few people left in town. So Igor sometimes comes in to help me with my work.
It's Igor's business.
Igor has had less work of late. The forest is just as dangerous, but there aren't very many people left in town who are stupid enough to go out there at night, you know.
Like I was about to
I
do.
like to think of it as a sort of evolution in action.
That was also one of our favorite phrases. Evolution in action.
Igor is carving out quite a niche for himself in the gravestone business.
A little
You
graveyard
might
humor.
say he is well on his way to becoming a rock star. Then again, you might not.
You've done that one.
Cemetery.
The cemetery is outside of town to the east. It has proven a fruitful source of materials for my experiments.
So Igor does not work in
There
the
are
cemetery.
also some interesting and cryptic puzzles to be solved there.
Subtle hint.
Yeah. It's not funny if it's too subtle.
It's true.
The fluid?
Fluid. Igor, give me the fluid. That was one of my brother's favorite lines.
Yeah.
Essential etheric fluid is an important ingredient in my formula for reanimating dead bodies. It contains the essence of the element of water, the most important ingredient in life science. This laboratory is where I perform some of my most important research. Lately, I have been trying to bring life back to a dead body and to brew the perfect cup of tea.
Very similar experiments. Dead to life.
Reanimating the dead is just another day's work in the life of a scientist. Even science cannot bring a person back right the way they were, but one can use scientific principles to restore the semblance of life and energy to formerly dead flesh.
About the perfect tea.
The one alchemical combination that I have thus far been
Man, I work
unable
for
to
one
fully
scientist.
analyze is that of a good cup of tea. I'm sure there must be a way to duplicate the effects of nature, but the results have not been promising so far. Perhaps you would like a cup of spearmint and beefsteak tea? I thought not. This is even harder than rehydration solution and reviving dead tissue.
Lori drinks tea constantly. So it's dear to her heart. Research.
Research is the heart and soul of science. Without constant experimentation to prove or disprove one's hypotheses, the scientist is left trying to solve the world's problems by guesswork. That is hardly the most efficient way to achieve results.
This was probably broken up into 2 dialogues in the German version because it would not have fit on the screen. Or could use smaller print.
I try to maintain a modest selection of useful experimental equipment in my simple laboratory. Unfortunately, it has become very difficult to obtain the most modern scientific accessories since the road out of the valley became closed by the swamp.
Not too much different from Spielberg being closed by the late
Now, I
storm.
really like, I enjoyed writing these characters thing. I really love Dr. Cranium, and I love his dialogue. But, we were always science junkies. We read science things. We enjoyed the science process and things like that. It was, sorry after reading the TV tropes that we're notorious for having these anti-science scientists that are obviously very wrong.
Oh well.
So, but there's a line about hypothesis in pencil somewhere in here, as I recall, which amuses me. Scientists often are more pleased than being proven wrong, but you need to get right to get grant money. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
Somebody needs to come along and invest in bridges. Yes. Yes.
It's a healing potion, just another of the wonders science has brought to modern medicine. It's undoubtedly magical, but it would probably be best if you didn't mention that to Dr. Cranium. Empty flask. Useful for storing liquids and powders. Leather armor. I didn't know we had leather armor.
Yeah.
Did we have to buy that, or did we start with
We
it?
started with it.
Let's talk to him. I've done that. Greet Dr. Cranium.
You say hello to the scientist.
Welcome to my laboratory. You must have more than the usual intelligence and perseverance to have made it in here.
Introduce yourself.
You introduce yourself to Dr. Cranium and tell him a little about your adventures.
I should be most interested to hear about your travels and your scientific discoveries along the way. Unfortunately, I have very little time for that right now. Perhaps we can discuss your adventures when you next return.
Talk about magic. Probably not the best thing to do, but we will.
You explain to Dr. Cranium that magic is really a lot like science, and even deals with the same elements.
Oh, nonsense! There's no such thing as magic. There is only science. What you call magic is simply scientific phenomena that have not yet been properly investigated and catalogued.
Well, there you go. Make leave sign.
Might as well.
Might as well.
You
with
thumb your
anything else.
nose, rub your belly, and so on.
I was afraid of that. As an outsider here, you have apparently not yet built up an immunity to the Moldavian dancing sickness. We used to have several people in town who exhibited those symptoms, but I have not seen any cases in quite some time. Let us hope the disease does not prove fatal in your case.
So there used to be thieves in town, but not anymore. Well, I can say goodbye.
Good.
Say goodbye.
Say no more.
I can't.
No.
You say goodbye to Dr. Cranium.
Please be careful not to break the beakers or crack the flasks on your way out.
I believe Tell About Magic is how wizards get.
Come back and visit again. Oh, and if you see Igor, please tell him I still need the fluid.
Interesting. Not that you'll need it past this game. I admit I like reinserting it in Quest for Life 5, even if it's utterly unuseful. That was the problem. It was better to jettison it when you couldn't actually. I couldn't find a good way to make it sense of it.
It's getting dark later.
The Burgermeister's office is closed. A sign says, office hours 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Anything in the store?
No, we might.
Maybe some water. They have water skins?
The general store has closed for the evening.
Oh. Wonder if we're locked out of the inn. Knock on door.
You hear movement on the other side of the door.
More mare than
After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
nothing closed for thieves. Well, yes, if they've got bars on the side of the door, it's kind of locked for thieves.
The inhabitants of the inn eye you suspiciously. You get the feeling that you're not particularly welcome here.
How's Keller doing?
Hey, look. There's nothing wrong with us.
Yeah, we're okay. We've been tested.
Well, to tell you the truth, I do feel a cold sore coming on.
Ask about night.
Hey, Mordavian nights are dangerous.
Oh, he's right, you know. Nobody goes out at night, except my girlfriend, but she's working.
Her and a few ghosts, and revenants, a wraith, and vampire or two.
There's no vampires in Mordavia.
Hold it, put it in part. There are no vampires in Mordavia.
Vampires in Moldavia. Who ever heard of such nonsense?
I hate to burst your bubble, but my Uncle Fred was bitten by a vampire once. Your Uncle Fred's alive and well and retired till Silmaria? Hello?
Yeah, I know him. He sends you a postcard every harvest time saying, "Where's my $20?"
Well, he had a miraculous recovery.
How are they doing? I mean, you gotta ask
Yes,
all
how
these
they're doing.
questions. All right, then, rousing up strangers.
That's me.
You know, we don't get many strangers here, now that the pass outside's been cut off.
He's right. We don't trust ones who come here by unknown means.
Yeah, particularly strangers we don't know. We tend to be kinda suspicious of strangers, and I think I'm looking at one right now.
That would be
Yeah, that's where we made the sign that says strangers are unwelcome and unwanted.
Right. And in our own subtle way, we try to get across the fact that we don't like them very much. Strangers bring bad luck.
Strangers bring trouble.
Actually, the last stranger brought a jester's hat and a staff, but we still don't trust him. Anything else you want to know, stranger?
Ask about the jester.
You know, there's another stranger in town besides you.
Oh, and let me tell you, he is very strange, okay?
Strange. The dude ain't even human. No one knows how we got here or why he came.
No one knows where he goes during the day, or who he's trying to meet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he tells jokes. At least I think he does. Yeah, he says he's a real jester.
He dresses like Sonny Bono.
And he acts like a gnome. He is a gnome, Einstein.
All right, some of the lines improved it.
We should sit down. All right, you can talk to
The Munch townspeople.
They come in here in the evening to talk, to drink, and relax.
Okay. Sit down and eat.
He dresses like Sonny Bono. Yeah, that line will not age
Get a
well.
fine meal of roast duckling a la garlic.
Nobody'll get that joke. At least he doesn't dress like Shrew.
This giant wild boar's head is a trophy of the Burgomeister's last boar hunt. That must have been one impressive boar.
Oh, I'm not too good at this interface.
Did you eat?
Yeah, automatically.
Okay.
Order the food and
This is the door to one of the guest rooms.
in the end, da-da-da-da-da.
There is no response. Whoever or whatever is renting this room must not be there right now.
Those can kill me.
The room is totally... You unlock the door to your...
It's probably late enough now to get a full night's sleep. Or there's another possibility.
Really? It's still day one. It's barely sunset.
Yeah, we'll go sleep for an hour. See if we can
After some rest,
feel better.
So, I kind of like the interface. I mean, the fact that we are now showing your health and your stamina up there. I think that's a nice addition. There's people who are still here. You've already done everything here, so.
you unlock the...
I wanted to see what happens after they go to sleep for
Right.
the night.
Can you get out the window though? I think you can.
The window opens out onto the back of the inn. A narrow ledge runs under it on the outside.
Do we want to do that now?
So why not?
Well, I wanted to see what happens at the inn at night.
Well, you'll come back in the end at night.
Oh, we got puzzle points for that. Is there a score here somewhere?
Somewhere. What did that
I
do?
don't know.
You got 3 points.
Thief points?
You got 3 points.
Oh.
Character sheet has it, he says.
First, click here. Oh, then click the question mark on the other icons. But
Okay.
It's not on the sub icons.
Go to your character sheet again.
Character sheet.
Alright.
Score 63. Doesn't say what it's out of, but I think it's 500 max. Let's go see what's going on in the graveyard at night. Or the
Points you got for climbing are the
The stone carvings on the dark building seem to writhe in the moonlight. You get the feeling that they are hungry and waiting for something or someone.
scary. See if we can open the store at night. Maybe we can pick the lock at night. Igor isn't watching. Open door.
The door is locked.
Grumble. What about climbing? You can climb?
Yeah, you could have climbed.
Up the windows up there.
You can't get there.
How about here?
That didn't.
So we
Window?
The window is stuck tight.
How about the wall?
I think you have to have the key.
It
to the
doesn't,
place.
but-
You can get
Yep.
yeah.
Now, wooed.
Points you got. Yes, it's a 500 non
Hard stop.
hard stop. Yes, I believe all 4 classes actually top out just above that.
Yeah,
Yes.
so we give you extra points so that if you basically did everything right, you can get to the 500 score, even if you miss some trivial little thing. Like we might give you points for, seeing a bird in a tree or something. We don't actually do that, but as an example. And we're not going to penalize you for not having done that.
Beautiful, out of sea.
So we instill that staff.
The staff feels warm and almost alive in your hand. You hear an eerie voice in your head.
This I must first do. The sacrifice of life for one of love.
You find yourself letting go of the staff very quickly. That did.
All right, did you want to leave town or what?
Why not?
Because
Get
we'll
in
die.
trouble. Yeah. We got to do it sometime. It'll give
The
us-
massive gate to this town is securely barred to protect it from things that go bump in the night. You cannot leave the town this way.
Climb over gate. Wonder if that improved our climbing skill. Has a chance. Each time you do something, has a chance of improving your skill. Oh, there we go. Climbing 228.
And we climb down too. So
So if we climb back in,
now you could sneak.
The faces on the jack-o'-lanterns glow like malevolent demons, waiting for an unwary victim to come within their grasp.
or maybe they're pretty because it's Halloween.
I believe they're pretty.
Sneak. This one maybe is sneak.
Did you get the hidden money on the screen? We got it out
Yeah,
of the
Out of the stump we
we
got.
got the stump one.
If there's more, I don't know about it.
Yeah,
Can
we
go that
should
way.
check the stump.
We tried to make it obvious anytime the way is blocked in all of our games, but
It's hard to get
artists don't
convinced
always cooperate. Yep. Ooh, there's spooky music here.
and dark skies and green screen. Pumpkins start going. Girls and boys of every age. Would you like to see something strange? I would love it if I would do that personally.
Girls and boys of every age, do you like to see something strange? That's Lori's favorite, one of Lori's favorite movies.
Well, I love the music. There's nobody here, but there
The heavy gate blocks access to the castle road.
Oh, those are two slavering necrotars. Oh, they sure don't look like it.
No.
The heavy gate.
You didn't get to hear his voice, but
All right, fine. Let's talk to the
The
necrotars.
heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. Fortunately, it also blocks the path of the two slavering necrotors on the other side. They look hungry to see you.
yes.
Hungry
They
to
are not undead. They just smell like it. Yes. It's not clear what they really are.
Maybe later in the game we'll be able to go in and fight them, but not likely. I'm a thief after all. I'm not a warrior.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any points.
Can I through this way?
That looks like it's blocked. It better be blocked.
It is. How about down here?
If they're all bones, how do they roar? Yeah, they're not really bones. They just look.
I am bone, hear me roar.
Damn it, Jim! I'm a rogue, not a warrior.
Yep, that's pretty much the case.
All right. Well, we're not going to get anywhere this way, so we might as well go back to town.
How are we going to get back in?
That's a good question. At least we're.
Grey rocks litter the ground everywhere.
Ah, I thought those were
Could
flowers.
pick up rock. They probably are, but
Grey rock. It doesn't.
you can't pick up.
You
there's
grab a
one.
handful
There
of-
you go. Yeah, you never
Grab
know
a
when we
handful
might
of rocks.
need some rocks. They're not bad. They're just drawn that way.
Uh-oh. That's scary.
It does. We need to run away.
What about throwing a rock at it?
You good, but I don't think it'll do much damage to that stupid thing. Run away, yes, that's pretty tough. Alright, run away.
Yes. Yes.
That's the strategy versus this thing.
How do I get down to combat? Oh, now it's automatic. Oh, money. What's the strategy mode?
Okay, yeah, your strategy was good against this thing. Should be.
Is that for me?
Yeah, it really should be.
Come on, finish it! No, not me! It!
How about your acrobatic attacks like this easy? Clearly. Wow, what do you know? You did it. Finish
Right.
him! Yes,
Thanks
finish
to
him.
automation.
You finally managed to de-spell and defeat the Chernovi wizard.
Wow. So that wasn't a wraith at all.
Well, that's why you could
Score! You find a few gold crowns and a number of copper kopecks.
Oh,
otherwise they could take you out handily. I see. So it's because you have this, you've got it set to, tactics that you could do it.
I have 18 crowns and 94 kopecks.
So if you kicked him until he collapsed, he felt the agony of the feat.
Ah,
And he didn't care that you were sneaking through or this whole place this whole time. I guess your sneaking skills aren't good enough.
still speaking. Looks like it.
Didn't do any good. Oh, we're
Nope, I
back
went the
here.
wrong way.
Yep, you did.
Thanks. Thunder crashes.
Yeah. Maybe he cast Detect Sneaky. Yes. Wraiths are bound to locations in Mordavia, Chernovoy, or random encounters. Yes.
Stealth. Parry dodge
Yes,
stealth
they're-
204 has
yes.
gone up.
Wraiths are bound to their bowers and their death.
Well, their place of death.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like the
You
Barrows
need
in Lord of
some
the Rings.
help. Well, we're going to go back to town.
Yep.
We have done our deed for the night. Red Rogue needs help badly. Yeah. Well, yes.
Well, we have one healing potion.
Yes, we do. We weren't.
Elixir.
Yes, we weren't desperate. And we got some exploration, and we got.
Climb over gate.
You deftly slip over the gate and into town.
Apparently my climbing skill is sufficient for that. I can sleep here. We're not a wizard. We have magic.
No. I think we got it. I think we did.
Character sheet. Magic 0.
No, you wanted a pure thief.
So you can get some storyline in
Mostly
here.
barrows, yes. There is a few you can encounter elsewhere, though your thief can only encounter one without a fan patch. I see. Interesting.
Look
you
at the
really shouldn't-
upstairs window. We climb into a room, but we don't know we were gone.
No, now you could go out and see what the
Now I can
room's
save
like.
again on top of the previous saves, so
Okay,
that
but-
when I die in my sleep, because it turns out that I'm poisoned, that
Who fights the jackalots at night?
oh, they're probably self-lighting.
Oh, they're still
up.
up. This isn't that late, huh?
I thought it was later.
Yeah, we didn't waste a lot of time. They're
You unlock the door to your...
these guys stay up too late. We could go for an hour and they'll probably be asleep if you want
Rest
to
for an
do
hour,
that.
yeah.
Oh, check our care.
After some rest, you feel better. You're getting tired.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is common symptom of taking too long a nap. So tired afterwards. Character sheet. Okay, climbing has gone all the way up to 238. It's a big increase. Health is low.
Stealth did not go up though. We need to do the old start
Into
to
and out of stealth,
into
yeah.
and out of stealth.
That's
yes.
too annoying.
That is annoying. You could unstealth it though.
I'm kind of stealthy right now.
Wow.
You have the feeling you are being watched.
What could we be being watched by? This thing, maybe? Or maybe that thing?
You see a small, hairy, sad-looking creature.
Not many big people see Domovoy. Most not look. You something special. Maybe so?
Introduce myself.
You hero? Mordavia big hero need. Plenty powerful hero. Maybe you be soon. Learn much, practice much. Soon plenty big hero.
Are you talking? Make the thief sign.
You adopt the traditional thief sign position, wiggling the fingers of your right hand and rubbing your belly with your left hand. No one seems particularly impressed.
I tried to catch my Domovoy as a kid. Peeked around at midnight, hoping to meet one. Domovoy, not impressed, yes.
Where do you live?
Where I am living. In Domovoy am I. Luck I bring. Way things go now, think most luck bad.
Uh-oh.
Things at inn not good. No people come. Innkeeper and wife very, very unhappy. Mordavia very, very sad place. Even Domovoy cannot help here. Oh, too much dark magic.
But there's no magic. There's only science.
Too much we speak. Too much I talk. Sometime else we speak. Sometime else I talk. Domovoy am I.
That's a really
Domovoy I be. Over places Domovoy watch. Protect the inn, do I.
I read that as over pizza
By
first.
big people Domovoy not seen. You stranger are. Maybe hero, maybe not. Show myself to you I do. Speak to you I will. Maybe good things for people will you do. Maybe good thing for Domovoy you do. Hmm? Some night soon, talk we will again. Domovoy good luck bring. Maybe Domovoy help you. You Domovoy help.
And this, of course, is why Lori and I never get to bed at 9 or 10 at night. We always have to stay up past midnight, just in case a Domovoy wants to talk to us. Ask about Mordavia.
Bad place here anymore. Good many years ago, but going very bad now. Many bad things here. You find out.
Well, enough already. And happy Halloween to everyone. Maybe I need to say goodbye. Say goodbye.
Maybe talk again. You come down other night. Maybe have much to say.
Yes, so voice actors really do add an awful lot to the game.
Yeah, massive, major layer. And their earlier games did not have voice acting at all, and then some are better than others, and this one was
Unlock
probably
the door
best.
to your room and go in.
This one we had just an amazing voice cast and really makes the game richer. Sleep until morning.
You awaken as the sun begins to rise.
Now that's another thing, Lauren. Actually, I frequently awaken when the sun begins to rise. We're just clever enough to go to sleep afterwards. We don't want to be caught sneaking around the.
Not in the daytime.
How do you just walk? Does a snake? Will snakes unsneak? No, it doesn't.
Nothing.
We're still sneaking. Think. You know, run everywhere like you do in World of Warcraft. Doesn't seem to have any way to just walk. I think.
What is that supposed to be?
It's a puzzle icon.
Alright, we'll hit it.
Oh.
It's you're rolling, huh?
Why would you
Is that
Jump.
What?
Okay, well, that's useful to know.
Yeah, interesting interface.
I will save the game, and
Oh
this
yeah, the
time.
VA in Quest for Glory 4 is glorious. It's also the first game role for Jennifer Hale, who has become prolific in the field since. When we were at the retro gaming thing, they had a panel called Women in Gaming, and so we went to see what that was like.
Oop,
And
didn't quite
it
fit
only had 2 women in gaming, and they were voice actresses. So that was kind of interesting.
There we go. Barely fit
They weren't actual, and so they talked about their career as game voices, really. It's always fun watching these. I played these games by myself as a child because my friends weren't into adventure games. Yes.
Oh, alas.
Yeah. And then Quest for Glory 5 has legends like Steve Blum and Bo Billingsley.
Ah, well, we had no idea who they were at the time we made it.
Well, at the time they were.
Of course, this one had a lot of old school actors and actresses, and some
It
new
had
ones.
some names for this one too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, our health and stuff looked good. What happened
yes,
there?
it did. We slept.
Yeah, but that brought me up to full health.
Yes, I know, because we're generous in this game.
Yes, because we were very Quest for Glory 1. We were very cheapskate. Made it
We were
very hard
cheap-
to.
it's been
very hard to get your health
cheapskate
back.
Till 3, through 3, and at this point we said this is ridiculous.
It's time to
Mhm.
let players have fun. So let's quit that.
You're gonna quit?
Turn to the land of
Alright,
living.
fine.
We did 3 hours.
Okay, fine. We're not marathoning it, I guess.
Nope, I feel
Oh,
potty again. You
I
see.
see. I see. That makes a big difference. You can bring
Do you
that
want to
back
keep going?
No, that's okay.
I thought that was a good break point.
All right, it is.
We've been to the Scary Monastery. We've made it into Dr. Cranium's lab. Now, if I recall correctly, we made it tougher and tougher to visit Dr. Cranium.
Yes.
Each time we go there, there's another note you need to
Uh-huh.
match on the doorbell. So it can get very challenging to get in there.
Oh, Toga Mario just missed the stream. Well,
Oh,
you got
well,
here
you
just-
can find it
Yes.
when I export it to YouTube on the Exine Hero U Game channel.
And we will do this again next week. I think is open. It'll be after Halloween, unfortunately. That was the timing wasn't good, but we will still be playing Shadows of Darkness.
Like that, or unless it needs an @ sign, I don't know.
I don't
That's
know.
what happens when I click on it.
And you can find out. Nothing. There he goes. All right. And
YouTube.com.
there you go. It shows it up.
Okay, that works.
Hello, and it was great seeing you all at the convention and the airport again. Yes, really. That was fun.
On the way out, yes indeed.
Yes. And
Met a few of our fans.
we spent the first part of this this live stream talking about the retro gaming thing and all the people there and all the exciting things and showed the pictures that we had from it. So you
So
probably
you'll
will.
want to go back and watch the video.
Yeah. And,
Anyway, have a great Halloween, everyone.
Yeah, this is this is the, let's go to this desktop. That didn't work.
What did you want?
I wanted to show, there's our thing, and don't forget to join our
Binge
Discord.
videos, and every once in a while I get around to actually putting them on the right playlist.
Well, yes.
It's like I have a live stream playlist, but it doesn't probably have all the live streams on it.
First, we have to see what were we.
There you can hear us
before on
yakking
time.
before it's time.
Yeah.
That's last year.
Hiya.
No, it isn't. It's many years ago.
see
That's
if we're
listen to that
actually-
sound
I
quality there.
Oh yes,
Okay.
you've got the.
Oh,
why
look,
didn't
I
you
had one
adjust
here
the chair
Okay, I
properly?
lowered mine.
Okay,
all right,
anyway,
okay,
these are
frizzy.
pretty silly. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for
Let's see
showing
what
up.
Lori was.
I had
All right,
Discord.
let's
Corey,
try this
Discord.
again.
So I can actually be seen.
Oh, she is.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Corey.
Oh, look,
Find
you're
Discord.
years younger.
I am. Amazing. That was 3
Discord
years
does
ago.
not show up on the screen, but I
Okay,
can give an
give
invite.
him an invite.
There's
Once
a-
again,
there's a
join me
Discord.
Discord. Join Discord.
It's Trans Solar Space Games in Discord, and I will invite to channel.
Because you really want to be a part of
Copy.
it. It's always rocking. There's always something to do. Also something to talk about, and you'll always be, up to date with what's going on. Caps lock off, yes.
Server.
Thank
Nope,
you.
that's not it. Wrong,
Well,
wrong link.
No, but he's got it. Brainiac has it. Thank you.
Okay.
Use
Might-
his. Don't use ours because we allow it. We're
Beep, beep.
there.
There.
Now that will get you a membership if you're not already a membership. And all of you remember to show up sometime because you don't want to miss what's new in the penitentiary. So yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I can.
doesn't matter.
I can pin this one.
You could.
I go to pin. Something went wrong.
Oh,
Oh well,
well.
who knows how it goes.
Any rate, thank
Thanks
you.
so much
Yeah.
for showing up for our stream, and we will see you next week.
Why not next week?
All right. I don't know. We'll see you next week.
Yeah. We want to get
We're
the
doing this on Sundays at 2 p.m. and we'll be doing a. In a few weeks,
You
we're
could
going.
keep it
we're
on
going
us
vacation.
as you're talking. So yes.
All right. In a few weeks, we are going on another trip. We're going to visit our son and his family up in Oakland, California.
So we'll
But
be,
in between those, we will do some Quest for Glory 4, and eventually next year or sometime we'll get to Quest for Glory 5.
yeah, assuming we get done with this one.
Yeah, it'll
Well,
take a
we'll see.
while.
Anyway, bye bye, and
I-
thanks for showing up.
I call it a slow
Happy
play for a reason.
Halloween!
Happy Halloween!